system. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run. Cut on every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
All right, yeah, let's go. Football Friday. We got everything going on. We got the Giants and the Jets this weekend. Good morning, Rick. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, buddy.
Yeah.
Football Friday. It's our favorite day of the week. We got Raymond's 3 stars. Give us the list of what's happening today, would you please?
You want the full look ahead is what you're looking for right now. Okay.
Yeah, I want full frontal. You name it. I want it all.
All right. So, I mean, you would say we typically put together some exciting conversation, right?
I would say so.
Yeah, so from now until 7:35, we're going to, do some Jets and some Giants, little Yankees, and maybe, some Bengals Steelers, which I thought was a really good game last night. And that'll be from now till 7:35. How do you feel about that?
I like that. I like that a lot.
7:35 is when it gets hot. Like, people could see you're only wearing a T-shirt today, is that right?
Wearing a T-shirt today, yep.
Yeah. I don't know that you will. You might have to take it off at 7:35 because that's when it's going to get hot.
Okay, well, tell me why.
7:35, Jordan Raanan.
Oh.
Followed by Rich Cimini.
Ooh, Cimini, Raanan, back-to-back. That's pretty hot.
Back-to-back and belly-to-belly. Okay? We say bye-bye to those guys. Have a great weekend. We really love you. Jordan enjoyed Denver, the whole thing, the salutations. And then we go around the league.
Okay.
I told you.
At this point, I'm probably if this T-shirt is still on, it's
right. It's drenched. I am hot. It's absolutely drenched. Okay, so now 8:30, football frenzy. I told you there's a lot going on. RJ told me on the YouTube stream there's going to be a sexy new border when we do the football frenzy. He's been working on it. Longer than he worked on that great song that he had for Tim Hasselbeck yesterday, he told me.
Did we get a final, I mean, we don't have to do this now, but did we get a final number on that song?
What does that mean? Like, it doesn't matter what it was.
Well,
we know what it was.
Interested. Well, we know what it was. But RJ, I felt like, still kind of feels a way about it.
I'll tell you what, it was 88% that was brutal and 12%, yeah, that was really great radio.
Okay.
So 8:30, I told you the frenzy. Then you're going to get more good, solid sports talk and we'll get into what we have to get into. And then 9:15, RJ's going to do stuff that you missed, is what he's going to do.
Okay.
The 9:30, NFL picks. 9:40, only RJ will do Survivor, because he's still there. 9:50, plays of the week.
I feel like Ray, you can tell me if I'm wrong, that there might need to be more time for this week's edition. What happened?
There was a lot that happened.
More than 9:50?
Dave, I don't even – so the open on Thursday was robust as it was with drops. Raymond, how many drops do we leave on the cutting room floor?
But that's what you always want to have happen.
Several.
Yeah, well, I know. That's exactly what you want to have happen. I mean, this is a special week. I'm just saying let's not limit Ray's opportunity to be –
If Ray says to me I need it at 45, he'll get it at 45. Okay, whatever Ray wants, Ray will get. That's his baby.
Perfect.
And not only is that his baby, but I was told before the show, you're gonna like this. There's a sponsor that now goes with Plays of the Week.
Oh, baby.
So, yeah, if they need a bigger runway, then we'll give you a bigger runway. Whatever Raymond needs, whatever anybody needs here. My goal today is to facilitate your greatness. I want to be like the John Stockton of the show, where I set you up and you pop. You just pop them home. Pop.
Will you wear the really short shorts? Like
no, I won't.
I think that'd be a nice look for you.
Other than that, my goal is to be the facilitator of the show. So to put Raymond in the best position, RJ, best position, you, best position. That's what I'm going for this morning.
Perfect. Listen, this is why you're a great teammate. This is why you had a great week. You got challenged. I mean, you got challenged.
Well, I wasn't really challenged this week. I was challenged, I think, last week.
No,
your boy Shannon is a piece of work, Ray. Sent an email.
What'd he do?
Because linemen are busy blocking you, dope. They don't know if it's a pass or not. See ball, get ball, you casual.
Yeah. You were challenged last week.
Uh-huh.
The only appropriate time to answer the bell and step up to that challenge was the start of a new week, which you did. In one of the better weeks I think you've had in a long, long time.
Really?
I think from start to finish, one of the better weeks.
That's nice. RJ, do you concur with that? This week I've been special. You agree?
I think you have responded in a way that when we brought up, we'll call them some critiques.
I think you said he stunk. I mean, I don't know if that's a critique.
RJ stunk?
I didn't use that word. I think I thought you could have been better in some places.
Okay,
but I think
there is a difference between you could be better and you stink.
Stink, stank, stunk.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't speak for John. I didn't know stink. I thought there was one day we wanted to make sure it didn't snowball. It certainly is. It certainly is not. And you've let us.
I mean, this is what the greats do, right? They're
you
called to action and they answer the bell.
I mean, but I'm saying, like, I'm not just saying for the 4 hours. I'm talking, I mean, meeting, elite.
Yeah.
I mean, you really have, as the show like comes off, goes into commercial, elite. I mean, you really had it all together.
Nice.
In our meeting yesterday, you just popped in. Hey, we need Dave for a second.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Popped right in. Elite.
I didn't want to. Like, every ounce of my being wanted to just sneak out and be
I know.
gone.
Well, but that was mean. I mean, we kind of, you're like really involved in what's happening, so we kind of needed your opinion.
Yeah, that's fine. And I thought I gave my opinion.
I thought you did fantastic. I'm just saying.
Oh,
if we're going to be a show of honesty, and I mean, I don't think it's constructive criticism all the time. It could be just nastiness. Then we also have to be willing to really like spend the time to appreciate when someone does well. I think that's important.
You got to get your flowers, right?
You have to. I mean, if you're going to get beat down the way that we beat each other down, you're going to have to get.
Yeah.
I mean, really lay it on.
So we got a lot to get into today. I want to get into the Yankees. Spend a few minutes on the football game from last night.
I see a nice shot of you on YouTube right now.
All right. Well, me, right?
You disappeared.
Yeah, you're not on video. Right?
You disappeared.
You're gone. You're gone. Someone's got Dave.
Listen,
Dave is captive.
Here's the thing. I see that I'm gone. There's many times where you vanish and I don't bring it up.
No, I have not vanished.
RJ?
I have been crystal clear.
Maybe for a moment, but you're still gone.
Yeah, Rick has never vanished for this long.
All right, well, calm yourself down, okay?
Boy, I thought he was
I'm
going
resetting now. I mean, I'm like Hercules. What do you want me to do? You want me to host the show, run point, do the reads, get this thing going?
All we need is an iPad. That's
Oh, Hercules.
Wait, do you have every drop ever known to man in there?
it. Yeah.
Just about.
All we need is an iPad. That's it.
I have an iPad.
What, like a new iPad.
All right, hang on. You want to play this game now?
On the heels of the conversation we were having.
I can't
There we
believe
are back!
The timing.
Hello!
This is great
On the
timing.
heels of-
We
on
just
the heels of
praised
greatness,
him.
he's
We just
gone.
had effusive praise for you, and then that happened.
But it's not like I did anything. The connection went out for a moment.
That might be RJ. The line during the meeting on Wednesday when John's like, "Listen, we need you to get an iPad. Do you have a new iPad? Well, Sherry's got a new iPad. Well, why don't you use Sherry's iPad?
She uses it for work.
Because it's hers.
I could use it for an hour."
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to say? We think you should use Sherry's iPad. Yeah, but here's the problem with that. That's Sherry's iPad. The reason she got a new iPad is so she could use the new iPad.
work.
I'm using her old iPad, and now we don't like the camera. Well, you know what? Psst, hey, then buy me a new iPad if it's that important.
She's working on the iPad. Not at 6. Well, what do you want to do? Use it from 6 to 7?
I'll use it from 6 to 7, if that's what you want.
Yeah, if you
And
really
then I
want to
said,
see
you know
Dave,
what? I'll use my phone. No, you can't use your phone.
Yeah.
Well, why? Because then you won't have a phone. Like, yeah, but I'll just sync up my iPad to the phone to mirror that. We don't like that idea. All right. I don't know.
maybe, just maybe, maybe the idea to draw more people to YouTube is to say, hey, if you want to see Dave in high def, join us 6 to 7 when he's using Sherry's
And then we
iPad.
monitor the numbers. And if
Yeah,
the
then we
numbers
monitor-
really are that good,
Yeah.
then we get the new iPad for the full
Yeah,
4 hours.
It's kind of like the library. Like you have to sign it out. Sign out the iPad every weekday morning, 6 to 7, and
By the
return
way,
it
I
at 7.
feel terrible about that. You mentioned the library.
Do you have a book from 35 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, we are awful with that. We don't really return books at this point.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the library.
Some people call that a thief.
Yeah, that's
that's fair. I mean, it's
Kleptomania.
a terrible look.
Late
Like
fees have to be through the roof.
My Malcolm Gladwell. No, they don't. I don't even know. They don't even charge them. If they do, they're like, you owe $1.07. It's like, how do you people stay in business?
That's a good question. I mean, that's a good question.
Community-led.
Library is not exactly a business.
I think your tax money goes to the library, doesn't it?
Yeah,
supposed to.
This isn't like the mob that you owe gambling debts to.
Yeah, this is not
but I feel
Larry
bad,
or whatever his name
I feel
was.
badly about it.
They'll charge you a
But
late fee. They're not going to.
I haven't finished my book yet.
They're not going to break your thumbs for bringing the book back late.
What book is it?
It's the Malcolm Gladwell book, The
The
Outliers.
10,000 Hours book?
Yeah.
That book is how many years old?
Book's
No,
out.
I haven't
Been out
had it for
a long
years.
time.
I've probably had it for
years.
I don't know, a year.
How's
year
your Coach K? How's your Coach K book coming?
Holding up an end
Well, I
table.
own that. That's mine.
Yeah, but how's that coming?
You say it's holding up an end table.
Yeah, that's RJ said that.
The Coach K book. I mean, it's doing great.
No
I
joke.
can tell you where it is at this point, but it's great.
RJ, no joke. Guy played at BU, so one of the stories about him at BU, he wasn't known as the smartest guy.
Who's this? Coach K didn't play at BU.
No. So Jack Parker, right? Like I told you, my relationship with him, but I mean, his relationship with the players was awesome. So guy on the team was older than me, so I wasn't there yet, but it's like a story that has like been passed on from generation to generation. Gets called out on the bus because we get our reports as to how school is going, and he's like, "Hey, why haven't you read this book?" He's like, "What book?" And he says the book. He's like, "How am I going to read it? It's holding my bed up." Dead serious. It wasn't a joke. He was dead serious. Like the book was holding his bed up in his dorm room.
You don't want to defy the laws of physics.
Right. Like, what am I going to do now if I move?
And
this
another
book
book
out?
could not do that same job. It
Exactly
has to be
right.
that specific
Yeah,
book.
it could fall off, be ineligible to play, get hurt. You don't want
Right,
that.
but this is also that same guy I told you about that when he got to the NHL got pulled over and the cop asked him, "Do you have any outstanding speeding tickets?" And he says, "Nothing outstanding, but I got some pretty good ones." That's what he said to the cop.
That's like Dumb and Dumber kind of stuff.
He was dead serious. Another one, he was serious. Nothing outstanding, but I got a couple good ones. He's blessed with great athleticism. Fortunately,
yeah, well, I would think so. So we got to get into the football game from last night. That was a highly entertaining football game. And remember when I told you, the Jets they win in Cincinnati? Yeah, I'm not so sure about that
right.
at this point.
Yeah, but how did you say it like this? Oh, look at the Cincinnati game. Win the Cincinnati game.
Look at the Cincinnati game.
Look at the Carolina game.
I don't say it like that.
Hey, look at the Cincinnati. You can win Cincinnati. How about Cleveland? You can win that game. This is
you
what Mike
could win
Tomlin was
Cleveland.
talking about. You resuscitated the Bengals is what you did.
Now, don't blame me for
Jack
your
Wagon
lack
Browns.
of ability on your football team.
It's the Jack Wagon Browns resuscitated the Bengals because now Joe Flacco's cooking. What did I say about Jamar Chase yesterday? He's back.
Well, he's back and better than ever.
Goes for 161. Higgins goes for almost 100. Flacco throws for almost 350. How'd Aaron look?
What an embarrassing loss for the Steelers last
Dude,
night.
what a great loss for the Ravens.
I told you.
Well, no, I think we all came to that
No,
conclusion together.
that was my baby. I led the charge on the Ravens.
RJ,
I led the charge on the Ravens.
I was the one reading the schedule, you jackwagon.
Because I said, Minion, read me the schedule. That's why.
Did you say minion?
I didn't mean to.
This is what he thinks. He thinks he's like a diabolical, evil genius is what he thinks he is.
RJ, who led the charge on the Ravens?
I'll be honest, I don't remember, but I don't like that you called them a minion. That's
You know what?
mean.
That's how
You're
he feels
burying
about
the
me.
lead here, RJ. I did.
Yeah, that's an awful loss for the Steelers. Awful.
You led 10-0 with a 40-year-old quarterback, and you're supposed to be a pretty good football team.
Well,
and we've seen their schedule. Their schedule is brutal.
Pittsburgh schedule?
Yeah.
All right, here's the real question I want to ask you, though, because I have my feelings and my thoughts. How did you think Aaron Rodgers looked in that game?
Good.
Do you think he would have helped the Jets this year?
I think if Aaron Rodgers was on the Jets, at a minimum, you'd be 2-4.
Yeah.
A minimum.
Well, I mean,
You win the
quarterback
Broncos
can't really
game and you
throw the football.
And you probably win the Steelers game.
Right. But, I mean, because of his relationship with Garrett or lack of a relationship, and, Coach kind of wanted to come in and just say, hey, it's about the 53. It's not 52 and a quarterback. This is my show. I don't need him standing up in the back of the room.
I don't have a massive issue with moving on from him. I don't love the way they treated him, and I don't love what they pivoted to. But wanting to bring in your own quarterback, I truly don't. I don't have a massive issue with that.
Right, but here's my massive issue with it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the quarterback that you brought in, his limitations, and then what you put around him. Knowing, again, one of the reasons why you hired him is because he was a Jet. He knows what this market is like. Like, there's not a lot of time here. If you're trying to go into this full-on rebuild with, I mean, some talented players, right? I mean, there wasn't crazy expectations, but when you look at the play, like the names, Quinnen Williams, Quincy Williams, Sauce, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall.
Nobody thought 2-15 was a possibility.
That's what
correct.
I'm saying.
Right.
So at the very least, it would be nice to have the ability to win some games, to give you some runway from the fan base to say, hey, listen, I know what I'm doing, right? Relax.
Yep.
It's going to get better, but it's going to take a minute. Because now it's, this guy's over his head. He stinks. We're 0-6. We may need to fire him after the season. That's not the case if you're 2-4 right now.
No. The case if you're 2-4, you think you're probably on your way to a 6-win season, and things are fine.
And last time I checked, Aaron Rodgers has been around long enough that the end of the first half stuff doesn't happen.
Oh, there's no
end
way.
of the game stuff doesn't
There's
happen.
no way that happens.
Right. So, and here's the other beauty of this, and this is what he wasn't. This, in my opinion, was what he wasn't thinking about. Forget just if you get Aaron to buy in, what that could mean for the locker room, right? Like I get Aaron Rodgers kind of spreading my message is if things don't go well, who's the first person that every Jets fan is going to blame? The coach,
Rodgers.
Right. That's the Aaron that's going to get blamed, not Aaron Glenn, because right now Aaron Glenn's being blamed,
and he should be blamed.
And he should be blamed.
They don't really look like an NFL team right now.
No, everyone I've heard that's asked that question, I think in their mind believes what we believe, that it would be crazy after 1 year when you sign this guy to a 5-year deal and tell us how great he's going to be is to move off of Aaron Glenn. But from what they've seen, they can't help but say, even you figure it would start to look like it was going in the right direction, and it feels like it's headed in the wrong direction.
Right, and I think the piece that you can't lose sight of is you're going to need a new quarterback. And do you trust anybody here to draft/develop that new quarterback?
Yep. That's it.
That to me is a huge piece. Because if you're like, I'm not sure, let's give him one more year. That year's bad. Now you move on. Fine. But when
it's the biggest piece.
But when you incorporate that there's going to be a quarterback that could be irreparably damaged in that year, or the wrong quarterback taken in that year, I'm very leery to think about keeping these guys for another season.
Right, but what you just said is the piece. I mean, it was the piece that brought Brian Daboll back. If Brian Daboll was a defensive-minded head coach, there's no way they're bringing him back. Zero chance, knowing that they were going to try to draft a quarterback. The reason why Brian Daboll got another year was because, hey, let's give him his guy and see if he can actually, develop whoever he chooses, because that's why we brought him here in the first place. That's not why you brought Aaron Glenn here. He's not going to develop a young quarterback.
No. I mean, you don't really know that you even have anyone to draft or develop a young quarterback.
No. I mean, especially with what you've seen just like play calling wise from Tanner Engstrand. Is he the guy? I would probably say no now. But again, it's only 6 weeks.
Let's see what happens. I'm being serious. This is a big game for the Jets.
I should ask Tim about it.
Yeah. I should have. Had we had more time, had the open been better and he was feeling more favorable towards us, we would have had more time and you could ask him that question.
Yeah,
I think
RJ
kind of hurt that relationship a little bit.
Yeah, it was a level of embarrassment, It's like that as a show, I felt like, do we really want to, how much longer do we want to keep poor Tim after we kind of embarrassed ourselves like that?
Right. How about the voice was still broken from 6 days ago?
Right. I thought I screamed a lot. I mean, he must have. That's a Friday he did that? And still dealing
you're
with
almost a week later, and the guy still had no voice.
That's wild. Well, listen. I mean, I would actually like to watch his team play. I'd be interested to watch that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think RJ could reach out to him and probably get you a live stream. They stream all these games now.
I would love to watch the live stream of that.
Yeah. RJ, you think that's reasonable, right? That we could get the live stream of Tim's game, probably play tomorrow, I would guess.
We should ask Tim. We didn't ask him. Dumb. I should have asked him. Is this something that he wants to pursue? Does he want to be?
Or is his kid on the team, and that's why he's coaching it?
Right. Does he want to be a coach?
Right. Well, I mean, it's not like we're not going to talk to him again.
Who was it I saw the other day? RJ. It's Greg Olsen and Luke Kuechly are the coaches.
Oh, of a middle school team.
Yeah.
Isn't Olsen's kid involved in that though?
Yeah, I think they all are.
Yeah.
Right, but he's like, you have never seen two grown men that played in the NFL spend more time breaking down game plans and stuff.
I could totally see it.
Heck of a coaching staff.
How lucky are those kids to have those two as their coaches?
Right? Yeah.
Kuechly's one of the brilliant defensive minds there.
Right.
So it's a good place to be.
Got one more for you. Jonathan Stewart's on that staff.
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
Jonathan Stewart's on their staff?
The great Giant?
That's right.
The great Giant.
The great Giant.
He was really good here.
I mean, that's a staff right there, boys.
You're not kidding.
You kidding me? You're a linebacker? Send me there.
And this is a middle school?
Yeah, I would have to.
believe
RJ would
so.
have to Google exactly what it is, but I think it's a middle school team. Yeah.
So RJ, could you reach out to Tim Hasselbeck and get the the live stream?
Sure.
That's terrific.
But if we reach out, it's in Charlotte Christian's middle school. Football team.
That's a big time high school, by the way.
Charlotte Christian.
Yeah,
That's where he coaches.
that's one of that Charlotte high school private football is big time stuff.
It's legit, right?
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
you can't feel great if you're the high school, like if you're the varsity coach with that group coming up, like if they want to stay with their kids.
Right.
You can't feel great.
If they want to stay with their kids, like,
Steve, we're
coach
gonna blow
is
you
done.
out here. You're no longer the head coach of the team.
They're going to go like dominoes, like the modified coach, the freshman coach, the JV coach, the varsity coach.
Steve is just biding time as the head coach of the varsity
That's
team
right.
right
Steve
now.
is looking for work.
Yeah, I can ask for a link.
That'd be great.
I can get you a Hasselbeck.
Listen.
Is your relationship with him, is it on decent footing, or does he can't stand you because of that open?
He probably doesn't like me.
Fairness to RJ, I definitely don't know what the original song is either.
I mean, at this point, that's irrelevant. He clearly drew a line. He didn't like it. So I got to go back to the drawing
To
board.
be honest, I'm a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Well,
it was underwhelming.
Well, here's the question now. Do I fold up shop,
No.
or do we fire again next week?
No,
We
you
fire.
can't. The same song?
No.
Of course not.
Oh no, you'll work on a new song and you bring it to the table for next week. And I've seen via the social medias that people have reached out.
I got
to
the song.
with ideas.
RJ, I got the song. God, I mean, the things I do for this show.
It's your show.
RJ, guess who's back?
Well,
Hassel's
I think we
back.
talked about that,
That's
didn't we?
That's a good one.
Bobby Bugs tweeted that in too.
That's a good one.
That I got that from a couple places that stood out. So
That's a nice one right there.
that's on the
So
list.
there you go. It feels like it's not all that hard work. Maybe incorporate Brownshire here too.
It feels like it's not all that hard work. To
Well,
just-
he doesn't know. See, if someone doesn't do work, they don't know if it's hard or
What,
not.
I don't do work. Is
to
that what you're
create a
saying?
song out of thin air. Like, listen, I would admit the first
Send
one.
yourself
You know
a
what? You
DM.
say what you want, Rick. I'm putting you on the spot right now. The song that he took time to produce, was it better than my spur of the moment Jackson Dart song?
I actually thought that it was an homage to your Jackson Dart song, the one he played.
Well, you didn't make it as a song. You were just
dart, a Jackson dart, a Jackson dart, a Jackson dart.
That's nice.
Jackson Dart.
so. I don't think you're giving the proper amount of credit. Yeah, you spouted off just yelling Jackson Dart because we told you stung.
Well, had you spouted out yelling Tim Hasselbeck, it might have been better than what you came up with.
I think I would have appeared as crazy. Listen, what Rick did with that's a full studio production. I
No,
don't know
that. No one's asking you for that. But can it be a little better than we heard yesterday?
Listen. We're gonna go back.
I don't want
All
to
the
revisit
things
it.
this guy's made for you, and this is what you're doing?
It's a what have you done for me now? Not even
Really?
lately. What have you done for me now?
I love RJ. So here's how it works. I can have no critique of anyone here because now it's viewed as mean.
You're clearly still prickly from the criticism you took, of which got the best
I
production
would just
out of it.
RJ. I would just right now get rid of the LY is what he is right now.
I don't think so.
So let's see. What does that mean?
That's how he's
It's not
acting.
Oh!
nice. It's not nice.
So that's what you think of me?
That's how. That's
So,
how you
so
treat
you
RJ, right?
started the show saying how good I've been, and now you call me.
Well, then your video went out. Everything changed. You went missing.
You went viral.
Went viral. How did my video go now? Have me go
No, your
viral?
video
You know
didn't
what?
go viral. You look like you got
can't.
abducted
I
by
don't-
aliens.
It's fine. I'm done.
It's,
All right,
it's
I'll stay here till 10
6:23.
o'clock, but just for the record, I don't want to be here. And I wanted to. 20 minutes ago, I was ecstatic
Today
about
that
today.
ends
I'm
in
reading
Y.
through the laundry list of things. I was ecstatic. Now, it's a job. For the next 3 hours and 36 minutes, I will work with you guys. And at 10 o'clock, I will say goodbye. You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
Great.
And what I do for you guys is incredible. Is the thanks I get.
The problem is, I'm too great. You're too good. That's
RJ.
the problem.
RJ, we just go. I think we go. Guess who's back? Back again. Tim is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Hassel's back. Guess who's back? Hassel's back.
That's
nice.
it.
The good news is it's all done now. You just did it.
That's
like
nice,
I
right?
said, not all that heavy lifting.
Yeah, it's easy.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, actually.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, I do.
All right. You know what? I'll do it.
All right.
And then we could go.
I got it.
We've created a monster because
No.
nobody wants to see Orlovsky no more. They want Tim.
You're good at this.
No, you can't recruit Brownshire, though. You have to. You said you're going to.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I can recruit whoever I want.
You're going to just shovel it off to Brownshire.
This.
Brownshire's unavailable.
No, I'll help you, Dave. We got to find someone that has that can actually
I got it. I got people.
Who you got? You got Joey Betts? Who do you got? How about Danny? How about Danny?
Who the hell is Danny?
Oh God. Dan, come on, Danny.
Oh, you know who you can turn to.
You know who
Blast
Danny
from
is?
the past.
I have TJ. I have Nico.
I don't need to go to the past. I got guys now.
Oh yeah, he's got his other interns.
I got my guys.
He's got lackeys.
Yeah, I got people. So I got it. All right. I don't want to tax you, RJ. I got it. I'm on it.
I don't like your tone.
Dave, good idea. Will you see those guys today?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, tell them. As you use all your good Giants material on that other show.
That's not true.
Well, that's what people think. Make sure you tell them. Let's get this done.
I want it nice. Worry. Oh, I got it.
Okay, good.
My guys will, and I'll tell you what, my guys at the other thing I'm working on, they would not have put together what RJ came out with yesterday. I'll tell you that.
No. That's a good point.
Yeah, they're the greatest.
I didn't say that. I think you're the greatest.
This is getting nasty right now. I don't like it because feelings are about to get hurt.
Let's break. Let's come back and let's get into the Yankees and what you heard yesterday. A little more NFL, and then we'll go, as you know, full force starting at 7:35. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back?
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Murray to the net. Score!
The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat. Score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
How do we lead this off, by the way? Am I doing this? I'm doing this, right?
Doing what?
The Hasselbeck song?
Yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to tell your guys
Okay.
that it's Guess Who's Back,
Yep.
again, Guess Who's Back, Hassel's back. Yeah, we got it.
Okay. All right. And so I need your help. I'll reach out and you'll help out, right?
I mean, it depends on how much we want to do. Like, I mean, we can add lyrics to, like the next little verse if we want, but it can be
All
the
right,
short
well-
one or it can be a little extended, whatever you want.
What happens if it's just that good?
I mean,
Like,
if it's that good,
if it's so
then-
good, because I don't want to embarrass RJ.
Well, no, I think that's no, I don't think it's going to be embarrassing, RJ. I think that there was a disconnect. I think that we probably should have heard it first, as opposed to like just because we weren't on the same page.
No, see, I don't agree with that because
Well,
RJ typically does everything so well that you just have full trust in him and full faith in him.
Right, but I'm just saying, in the future, we probably should just have a better idea because he went one way, and then you, Tim, myself didn't really get it. So we probably could have avoided that if we had heard it.
Well, you're also looking for full-fledged songs. I'm not going to give you that. So I think if you want to go this way with your guys, I think that's the best route. I'm not going. There's never going to be a world where I'm creating songs like Rick did. I don't have that ability. So I think this is the best.
You could though if you wanted to.
I don't think so.
I think you're that talented.
I don't think so.
Archie, you were the
very
Panini
talented,
genie.
RJ.
I didn't know that you were a Panini expert. I mean, these are all things I just found out.
But this is never going to happen. So I think this is the best course of action.
We've known about the Paninis for years.
Well, no, I know, but I didn't know it at the time that he was he was an expert
when you
Panini
spend
man.
time with
No,
people
some
like
things you're just not good at. I can admit that.
So you find yourself to be a better Panini maker than you are lyricist.
Yeah, a songwriter.
Correct.
Okay. All
He's
right.
the Taylor Swift of Paninis, not songwriting.
Right.
Yeah.
How come you never make us a Panini?
I don't have a Panini maker here.
We don't have a press. Yeah.
When we got a full kitchen, why don't we get a Panini maker in there?
You
You
bring-
start making paninis for everyone.
No, I probably wouldn't do that, but I'd make one for you if you want.
Do you really want to be involved in 57 emails about a Panini press?
Yeah, it's a lot of
I
work
don't.
putting together that kind
I
of.
felt badly, by the way, too, yesterday.
Yeah,
Why would you do?
You weren't nice to Mary.
At all.
No.
I love Mary, and it wasn't my finest moment.
What did you say to her?
I like how Ray talks to me like I'm a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you are.
It wasn't great, Ray. It wasn't great.
I don't know. I was making fun of all the emails that go out about stuff.
Yeah, the toilet emails, you name it.
Yeah.
Terrible.
By the way, speaking of toilets,
Mm-hmm.
I was in the bathroom leaving after the meeting, and Jefferson came rolling in, and I said something about the bathroom because we still at the one stall that's still out of service, and I was like, man, these people got to stop flushing paper towels down the toilet. He's like, paper towels? Why? I just use toilet paper. I was like, Jefferson, I don't think that anyone's taking the paper towels and using them to wipe themselves. I think they're building a nest and then just flushing them down the toilet. He goes, a nest? He goes, what's a nest? I was like, you don't put anything on public toilets before you sit down? He's like, no, they're clean. I was like, what? Those are definitely not clean.
I don't think that's crazy. Every time I'm not even kidding. I couldn't tell you the last time I sat down on a public toilet.
No, anytime. There is always some nest. I would never sit on a.
But I don't know that I build a nest.
Have to.
RJ, you build a nest if you have to go?
You can't raw dog the public toilet seat. You can't do it.
Don't a lot of public toilets now have the.
Oh, they have that like little silhouette thing, right? That you place on the toilet.
You can put it on the toilet. You don't have to build a nest generally. I'm
you don't wanna go skin to
assuming this
skin.
place doesn't have them.
You don't want to go skin to skin. You don't know whose backside's been on that thing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but it's not really something I have to deal with, so I'm not overly concerned. All right, let's get to some Yankees conversation, shall we?
Please.
All right, you want to hear Cashman or Boone first?
Let's start with the guy at the very top. Let's go with Cashman.
At the very top, Brian Cashman. We'll go right down the list. Let's start at the top, his reflection on the season.
We've had success and failure. Obviously failed in our ultimate goal and had some success, obviously. Along the way, we had a good team that but fell short of our ultimate goal. So, I leave it for the masses to debate what it ultimately came out of. A lot of things we accomplished and players that I knew that they were fighting. They were talented, they were fighting, they were committed, but it wasn't good enough.
I don't think that's unfair. I think that answer doesn't get me crazy. I mean, he's not saying we had a great season.
Right, but you know what Yankees fans want him to say.
Well, he's never going to say that. He's never going to give you what you want. He's never going to say the season was an epic failure and, I'm embarrassed by it. He's not going to give you that.
Well, but that's where Yankees fans are with this, and as he launches his water bottle, with the front office is, they have not been able to. I think some have, but I think a lot of them are still stuck in this. If we don't win a championship, it's a failure.
Well, that's fine, but he's saying you can determine how you want to determine it. I think we did a lot of things well, and in the end, we couldn't get over the hump.
Right, but
I didn't hear that, and I wasn't like, oh God, how could you say that?
But you're also not a Yankees. You're also not a Yankees fan. You're not a Yankees fan.
Ray, you heard that? Did that make you cringe?
I was literally saying as I was playing, what is the ultimate goal, Brian? Can't you say the ultimate goal? But again, like I told you yesterday, I'm not sure that there was anything he could have said yesterday that wouldn't have made me roll my eyes, because it's all the same things we've been hearing for years now. It's all the same things.
You're already down on him. You're already despondent, so he's going to take the microphone, and you're not going to give him any benefit of the doubt. Let's hear this one. We need to play our best in October, and we just haven't done that.
You have to fire on all cylinders. That means you got to pitch to the best of your abilities consistently. That clearly didn't happen in the Toronto series. And you got to hit to your best of your abilities. The sample sizes are so small that, when opportunities present themselves, you have to capitalize. Some guys who consistently hit in the postseason didn't hit in the division series. Some guys who have people question whether they can hit in the postseason did produce. You need it all at the same time. You need everybody from your rotation to your bullpen to your start position player group on the lineup side to bring your A game.
Issues with that? Is that a
well,
problem?
forget just A game. How about B game? Like, how about find a way to contribute? Period. Like, how about not just be a 0 or an automatic out?
And he says some guys were good in the division series.
Anthony Volpe.
No, nobody was all that great offensively at all.
Listen, Anthony Volpe in the Red Sox series compared to what he was in the Blue Jay series was was better. Blue Jay series, he was an out.
Well, Blue Jay series, he was awful.
I'm sitting here looking at the Yankees postseason numbers right now. You got Trent Grisham. Now it's 7 games, but it's 29 at bats. He hit 138. His on-base percentage was, and he's a leadoff hitter for you guys. When I know it's different, Tani leads off, but still, was we'll call it 22%. Cody Bellinger 214.
This is the entire postseason or just the Blue Jays?
This is the entire postseason.
Okay.
Anthony Volpe 192, 26 at bats, 16 strikeouts. Stanton 192, Austin Wells 227, Jazz 182, Ben Rice 222.
It's bad. You have one guy who gave you a good postseason offensively. One.
Hey, Aaron Judge.
And that's Aaron Judge, and that's
and you wasted it.
You did.
Yep.
But you weren't. You say you wasted, and I guess you did. You weren't even close to competitive. Like you
but
had no chance
as far as
to win the World Series.
Right. Aaron Judge said to you that this is the most talented team that I've had.
Aaron Boone.
So the team that wasn't as talented got all the way to the World Series last year. This team's supposed to be more talented.
Right.
Why aren't we in the World Series?
Well, a couple of reasons. A, I don't think you're great. And B, I think that the teams you went up against in the postseason were better this year than they were last year. We sat here and said, and everyone yelled at me. I was like, this might be the easiest road to get to a World Series I've ever seen that the Yankees had. How could you say that? It's still beating the teams that are in their path. Yeah, I don't blame them, but I think you have to look at it honestly. The Yankees had an easy path last postseason. They did not have that this postseason.
Right, which is fine. Which is
I'm
fine.
not blaming them.
No, but then, then I would point to, hey, 94 wins is great, but 94 wins didn't win the division. And now because you didn't win the division, you're going to a place where you just don't win. For whatever reason, I don't think it's cheating, but whatever the reason, you go to Toronto, Max Fried doesn't pitch well, and you don't win. 1-8. So now we start the series in Toronto, and boom, before you know it.
And we're pretty much done.
You're done.
Right. All right. Let's break. Come back. Yankee fans will continue to play some of the sound and react to it. What's your take on this? Were you bothered? Were you annoyed? Were you frustrated with hearing Cashman and Boone yesterday? Or, does this fall on deaf ears at this point where I know exactly what they're going to say? I don't agree, but I know exactly what they're going to say. DNR with you on a football Friday right here on ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I believe I've been mistaken in the past, but I think I have it right. Teddy swims.
Attaboy.
See?
Who's good? I mean, you're good. All right,
I think
so
I've said the wrong guy in the past.
you have. I mean, but that's not. I mean,
You've called him Sam Smith several times.
Yeah, Sam
It
Smith,
sounds very Sam Smith-ish to me.
Mario Panchetta. Like, I mean, you're not great with names.
I'm actually not very good with names.
No, I'm terrible with names. It's funny. I can remember every kid I coach's name, no problem, and then just other names just gone.
It's arguably more important, though.
When I meet people, 30 seconds into meeting them, and then we're having a conversation, I have no idea what their names
I know.
are. It's
I got to do a
really
better job of
bad trait.
just like finding some kind of trick just to make sure like I
Well,
really hammer
I'm
home the
told
name.
what you're supposed to do is like, hey, Dave, this is Rick, and I'm supposed to say like, hey, Rick, nice to meet you. Like if I say your name, now it gets etched into your mind, but I don't. Whatever I
think
do,
that
it
works.
does not work.
Okay, so here's the conversation that we just had.
Mm-hmm.
I think the argument from Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone would be that when you go through the regular season numbers for this team that they put together, they led Major League Baseball in runs. They led Major League Baseball in home runs. They had the 10th best batting average. I mean, better than 10th because they're tied with, there's two teams that they're tied with. They had the third best on-base percentage in Major League Baseball. They had the best OPS in Major League Baseball, and they had the best slugging percentage in Major League Baseball. Only big difference between the teams that are still alive in the postseason and the Yankees is the strikeouts, where the Yankees had the third most strikeouts in Major League Baseball, and the teams that are still in it, Milwaukee was 26th, Toronto was 29th, and the Dodgers were 16th. So that's really like the biggest difference.
Right. What I would say to that, and I don't know if it's accurate or not, what I would say to that is, yeah, but when you're going up against, fourth and fifth starters for the Rays and the Orioles, it's a far cry from what you see in the postseason.
Right. So, but I'm saying, like, how then you tell me then how I should build my lineup. If the lineup that I built during the course of 162 games has the most runs, the most home runs, the best on-base, one of the better on-base percentages, the best OPS, like what else? Now it's just,
I would think
isn't
that
it up to the
build
players?
a lineup that you looked at and you said is going to be a better postseason team.
Right, like maybe more versatility to it. But again, can you just build? You got to get to the postseason. They would say we got to get to the postseason.
Sure, and of course you do.
And I think that's why, in their minds, once you get to the postseason, you can't really control what's going to happen because I just gave you all the numbers that we led Major League Baseball in, and it didn't translate into the postseason. How do we fix that?
I mean, there has to be a way to fix it, and clearly they can't figure it out.
Right, but so for them, it's, hey, we just keep putting ourselves in the tournament, and then 1 year all things will line up and we'll win a World
But they
Series.
won't. They haven't.
They haven't.
I mean, we're approaching 2 decades. They haven't. And the same teams seem to have success every single season.
Well, the same team now, yeah.
Well, it was the Astros, and now
Yep.
it's the Dodgers.
Right.
That just have the Dodgers are unbelievable.
The Dodgers are that good. I mean, look at the pitching performances they're getting right now.
And now they've moved starters into the bullpen, so this bullpen, which stunk, is now like you got Sasaki as the closer, and I mean, their starting pitching is as good as anybody you've seen.
Right, but I mean, when you saw their starting pitching on paper, you said to yourself, damn.
But I tried
a
to
good
explain
rotation.
to you guys and to
No,
everyone.
don't
that
say
this
you
was-
guys.
Well, I did.
Yeah, but don't say to you guys. You said RJ. I didn't
Well, I tried to explain to
me.
RJ and the masses, the people that listen to the show, that this team's going to turn it on in the postseason. There are all these flaws, and they don't have this, and their pitching is not great, and their bullpen is awful, and no, they'll turn it on. Some teams can turn it on, and they've more than turned it on. I mean, they're on the verge of sweeping Milwaukee. If they do that, they'll lose one game en route to a NL championship.
Right. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, right now the Dodgers are the gold standard.
Yes.
Yeah, but the Dodgers also, as much money as the Yankees spend, the Dodgers have found a way with deferring money and everything else. They have they have the ability to spend more and the willingness to spend more.
The only thing I laugh at is that the Yankees have had this advantage for 40 years. And now Yankee fans are like, it's just not fair what the Dodgers are doing. How do you think that the Royals feel? How do you think the Rays feel when they discuss, an unfair Yankees advantage?
Well, but I mean, I think I don't feel bad for those teams. Maybe the Rays, because I think if they had a better stadium situation, they would spend more money. It's just I don't feel bad for some of these teams that just don't want to spend money.
Sure. But
So
how many teams don't? I mean, there's probably half the league doesn't spend money.
Right, but I mean, I've been a part of that though. Like it's the reason why we ended up with the salary cap is because the bottom teams weren't reinvesting
spending money.
Yeah, they weren't reinvesting the money.
I mean, we don't want it here in New York because we have the rich teams, but I think you would agree the best thing for the sport would be a salary cap.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, it's for the middle class of players. It's probably the best thing, but I mean, I don't want one.
No, I don't want one either.
My owner's willing to spend whatever it takes.
Absolutely. Quick reminder for everyone playing ESPN New York Survivor to make your pick before Sunday's 1 o'clock games to stay in the running for the $5,000 grand prize. After 6 weeks, we've lost 83% of our players.
Wow.
But not RJ. Follow along on the ESPN New York app powered by SplashSports.com. RJ, he just rolls along week after week. It's unbelievable.
RJ, we got our team figured out. Are we locked in for today?
For Survivor?
Yeah.
No, I hate all the options.
You hate all the options.
So clearly you don't have the Chiefs, right?
I don't have the Chiefs. I'm leaning
What do you have?
You got the Patriots left?
Yeah, I was down to Steelers, Patriots, and Panthers.
Don't take the Steelers.
No, yeah, I stayed away from
you took
them.
the Panthers. I mean, how much juice would be on that game now if you took the Panthers?
But I don't want to. I think it's going to be
And
the
you
Patriots.
shouldn't. Take the Patriots.
I think it's the Patriots. Well, what concerns me there is they got a new head coach, and teams do bounce for the interim coach.
But Cam Ward looks terrible.
Well, until he doesn't, right?
Right, but so far he's looked awful.
But
he's clearly not ready to be a starting quarterback in this league.
What makes me feel better about that, though, is on the other side is it's Vrabel against his former employer. So he should come in with plenty,
that's nice.
With plenty of juice.
Oh, he's going to have tons of juice.
We'll make a statement. You really think it all through, don't you?
I try.
You're good. Well, let's go to our friend Hector in Dover and bring him on. Good morning, Hector. You're on ESPN New York.
Analytics, while they might be right, the most home run.
It's a good call.
But is it my fault?
No, I think we got to hang up. Try back, Hector.
I
Your
don't
line
hear
stinks.
anything.
Yeah,
and then
Hector's
he's
line's
talking
not
about
great.
analytics, and then I don't hear anything again.
Well, I don't know if Hector's a Yankee fan or a Met fan, but I mean, hey, Mets fans, be ready. Our new hires, very analytical.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, again, we need to establish just making the playoffs on a regular basis. Like, I could see how we could pivot to, hey, let's build this thing for the 162 so we can actually get into the postseason and then try to take that next step.
Yeah, well, we're not there with that. We have work to do. Aaron Boone, he's, of course, a hot-button issue constantly. Brian Cashman yesterday. This is interesting. Is Aaron Boone doing a good job?
I think he's a good manager. I think he's one of the better managers. And I think, like in this environment, if he was out there right now, he'd get a job rather quickly. But I also know because of our environment, he's someone that can be second-guessed 10 million times over. And I don't care who you put in that would be the same whoever else would be there. I trust him. I think he's a good man. I think he works his tail off. I think he's got good people that help support him, and he's got good players. And with all that, it doesn't guarantee the outcome we're all fighting for. But the guarantee is always that we're going to be fighting for it. And that's the one thing that the Steinbrenner family provides for this city is constantly having a team that you can put forth that you can believe is capable of a championship, and that's the job that we'll be doing again once again next year. I'd rather be talking about a World Series title right now, but I'm not. But the championship caliber intent is always there. I think we have a good manager, and I think he cares, and I think he works hard, and I think he's got good people, and I think we have good players, and we're going to try it again.
I can't stand, and you hear that, and Kay's big into this, I can't stand, well, if this guy was available on the open market, teams would line up to get him. It doesn't mean it's happening well with that team, and it doesn't mean other teams and organizations don't have different expectations than this team does. And I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm just saying, like, I hate this thing. Well, if Brian Cashman is available, well, it doesn't mean it's working here with the Yankees. Doesn't mean that Boone is working here with the Yankees.
Well, I think it's the definition of what's working. And it goes back to, it keeps going back to the same thing. Like, is the fan base's expectations different, or definition of success different than the Yankees' definition of success right now? I mean, the way he makes it, the way he makes it sound by saying, hey, like, in my opinion is it's our job to get you to the dance. And then once you're at the dance, now it's up to you to go out and perform the way that we expect you to perform. And against the Blue Jays, they didn't. Max Fried didn't. Carlos Rodon didn't. The lineup didn't. So it's like, I mean, I get both. I kind of get both sides of it. But I also understand, like, do I think how the roster is or what's being taught is from top to bottom is the right thing to win in the playoffs? Or I do think that you need to have some, and I don't care what the sport, like some level of versatility. That when you do go up against a team that may be a bad matchup, you have the ability or the pieces to still go out and have success.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I think it's very fair.
But as far as Aaron Boone is concerned, since he's taken over, if you were going to fire him, the year you would have fired him was when you went 82-80 and didn't make the playoffs. But you chose to bring everyone back.
Correct. So I'm looking at the spreads. I think later today, when we make our picks right around 9:30, I believe one of the games I will take is going to stun you.
One of the games that you're going to take.
When we went over the spreads earlier in the week,
yep,
there was a game all of us like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm taking that game.
Oh, you go with the RJ.
I'm not giving you more than that right now, but I'm telling you that right now.
Okay. I think I might know the game, but that's good.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
That's a nice little tease right there.
You're in for a treat later on. You're also in for a treat right now.
Okay.
Have I told you about my friends at Bathfitter?
Oh, tell me more. I've heard, but I love this read.
I do it beautifully, I think.
I don't think there's anyone better at it than you.
And I'm here, and I'm Dave Rothenberg, and I'm here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Okay? These are not like acquaintances. These are friends. These are people that they come in and they treat your home like their home. Now, what they did is they came into my home, converted Alex's bathtub to a shower. Did a phenomenal job. Offer all types of custom bath renovations. You have so much to choose from. But I like the unique PermaFit solution. It's a watertight fit. All right? How long does it take? I'm going to ask you quick rapid-fire questions. How long does this take?
1 day.
Is there mess?
Nope.
Is there demo?
Nope.
Are they using, like, jackhammers?
No jackhammers.
No. Lower cost than your standard replacement. How long is the warranty?
It's a lifetime guarantee.
Forever.
Yep.
Forever. Like, I hate to be morbid. When you're dead, Rick, the guarantee, the warranty, it lives on. It lives on. So here's what I suggest.
We probably should check that out.
Listen, I don't think it's specific to you. I think.
Well, but I think that lifetime would suggest that it's to like.
Well, no, but I think if you go, Cassie could still say, hey.
Is it your lifetime or the lifetime of the bathroom?
Let's stop asking all these questions.
It's actually a very good question.
That's it. That seems like a fair question, no?
Mind is blown now.
Well, I don't. Listen, here's what I know: no money down, no payments. Why? And no interest until April of 2027. That's this lifetime, 2027, no interest. So what I suggest, start designing your bath today. It's very simple. Just go on bathfitter.com because there's only one Bathfitter. All right, let's break. We'll get into all your Yankees calls, 800-919-3776, and start to unpack the Jets and the Giants. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York. Hey, look who's here. It's our good friend, Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this Football Friday, let's see what's going on. We've got issues on the New England Thruway southbound, slowing down by exit 16 into New Rochelle. It's some ongoing construction. Traffic slowing down on the westbound BQE right at Roosevelt Ave. Looks like an accident. It's in the right lane. Inbound side of the George Washington Bridge, 15. Lincoln looks okay. So does the Holland, sponsored by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters. But those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Long Island is brewing some spooky fun at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. We're celebrating this October for our $50,000 Witchy Wednesdays drawing. Be here on Wednesday, October 1st, 15th, and 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. when 2 winners will be drawn every hour to pick a witch's hat and win up to $5,000 cash. Club members can conjure up to 5 times entry multipliers. Fly over to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I was in the bathroom, and Jefferson came rolling in. I said something about the one stall that's still out of service. And I was like, people got to stop flushing paper towels down the toilet. He's like, paper towels, right? Just use toilet paper. I was like, Jefferson, I don't think that anyone's taking the paper towels and using them to wipe themselves. I think they're building a nest and then just flushing them down the toilet. He goes, a nest?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
You don't put anything on public toilets before you sit down? He's like, no, they're clean. I was like, what?
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, so we put a poll up. And what do you think? What percentage of people do you think on the YouTube poll nest the seat before sitting down on a public
It's got to
toilet?
be, I'm hoping our audience is better than 50%.
What would you think?
I'm hoping it's 73%.
73%. Well, you're over 50, but you're not quite at 73. 59% of the responders nest the seat, as you so eloquently put it.
All right, nice.
I'm still surprised to find that it has terminology. I didn't know that you called it nesting.
I've never heard that either.
Yeah, it's a nice little nest.
Ever. I like it, but I wasn't familiar with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't realize that the word crowning would be used in the way it was used yesterday.
That's not the.
Oh, you mean like go?
Go.
No, I would never do that.
Right.
Unless I was like crowning, I'm not.
Well, what do you? Why are you laughing?
I just had never heard that. Like I know what crowning is. I've seen crowning. I just never heard it used in
birth.
That. Yeah, context.
Unless I am desperate to the point where I have to get on.
I know what it
I'm
means.
not doing it.
Yes, I'm just saying. I had never heard that.
The rear
used
end
like that.
discussions over the last 10
I'm
days.
very comfortable with my bottom.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another one.
By the way, I think my bottom is underrated. I don't know why John gets all the bottom attention.
Well,
Does John get all the bottom attention?
Oh yeah,
he gives
John
himself
thinks he has a great bottom, and he gets all the attention.
Well, because I think that he's probably had someone tell him he's got a nice bottom.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think his bottom's great. I just think my bottom is also nice, and why can't I get some love?
Can we talk about anything else?
Yeah, please. I mean, if that's something that you need, then that's something that we
You know,
can
I'm
give
sorry that you guys are so uncomfortable with your bodies. Okay.
I don't know if that's the truth, but I mean, maybe when I see you on Monday in a nice pair of those new jeans you got, I'll be like, wow, Dave, your butt looks great in those jeans.
No, I don't think you look at me like that, and I just want to know why.
It doesn't stick out to me as like your best asset.
Okay, that's fine. You want to hear from Aaron Boone?
I would. I like that.
Okay, let's take a listen. Here is Aaron Boone. What went wrong against Toronto? We don't need to hear that. All right. What does this team have to do to get over the hump?
Yeah, I mean, it's just playing at the highest level at the most important time. And you've got to maintain that and do that for the entire month of October. You know, whether it's out executing clubs, whether it's just being better than them and on the bump and in the batter's box. It comes down to, you know, this time of year, it's competition in a game between high-level clubs, and you got to outplay them. And we haven't done that yet to the highest level.
Well, that's such a simple answer. I mean, you have to play great baseball in October, and
right. There's no real real reflection as to what they could do better. It's just the players need to play better.
The problem is and I'm sorry to have to say this, but I think Ray and RJ would agree. They're not as good as the best teams in baseball.
No, I think. I mean, from what it sounds like, listening to both of them speak, it's the players need to play better. We got good players. They just don't play. They don't play like good players in the postseason.
But I guess my question would be, if they never do, if it's year after year after year after year, sure, the players are not doing what they need to do, but who's bringing the players in? Maybe you're picking the wrong players.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think that's the Yankees fan argument, is that we don't like how you construct the team. You're not picking the right players. And they would tell you exactly what I told you. Well, we led the league in runs and home runs and OPS and all these important statistical categories that just, I mean, if they can do it for 162, why can't they do it in the postseason? Where I would side with you on this and say, hey, that's fine. I think we've graduated to, we know you're a playoff team. It's now pick the right or put together the right kind of players that can go and have success in the postseason.
That's right. I mean, you ran through the numbers earlier. Really, one guy was really good offensively in this postseason.
Yeah, it was Aaron Judge.
You're not going to win anything like that.
No, and then consistently your best pitcher, I mean, for 2 starts was Cam Schlittler. Was a rookie. Yeah, I mean, it's just not. I mean, Stanton wasn't what he normally is in the postseason. I mean, Trent Grisham had a great regular season, but I mean, that's as good as it's ever been for Trent Grisham. And he was bad in the postseason. Anthony Volpe in the series against Toronto was bad. You know, Ben Rice didn't have the same kind of impact in the postseason they had during the regular season.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, and you asked the question before we went to break to end the 6 o'clock hour, like, could you already, in your mind as a Yankee fan, did you already know what was going to be said? And my first thought was, yeah. Like, I probably could have given you the answers before
I mean, we went through it yesterday. You knew what they were going to say.
Right, even up to the Volpe stuff. Well, now that was some disagreement because it doesn't sound like Aaron Boone blames the shoulder, and then Brian Cashman said he actually does blame the shoulder. And my question to Brian Cashman would be then, why the hell did you keep rolling him out there? Because it's pretty clear that from, at May 3rd is when it happened, from May on until he got a break at the All-Star break where he could get some rest and came out of the gate good. And then once he got the cortisone shot, came out of the gate and then, reverted back.
Well, he was asked the question, was this a mistake? Do you regret playing Volpe as much as you did? And here's the answer.
No. Even going into this winter, like surgery wasn't a certain. It was, do we do this surgery? And really what it comes down to is we have this time now, and Anthony ultimately deciding, like, because there's things that he does to it over the course of the year that aggravate it, right? I think for the overwhelming majority of the year, it was not affecting his play. There were things like he would dive on it in a certain way, tick it off, aggravate it. I think in some ways the injury probably got a little bit worse towards the end of the year based on a couple of episodes that happened, but I don't think it was impacting performance. And this is something that you can play with and play through, but the finality of getting it fixed now hopefully frees him up to like really go dive on it the way he's going to dive on it and make those next level of plays that Anthony makes. And then hopefully, because you're fixing something that is hurt on the body, that hopefully, it does help performance too, like go to another level.
Well, it better, because if he has a season like that again,
but here's the thing,
though.
out of here. Here's the thing. It's either the injury affected him, and that's why he had a bad season, or it really didn't, and he just is not very good.
Well, I mean, Boone just said it wasn't really the injury.
Right, but Brian Cashman said the opposite of that.
Right.
That I actually
really
think it was
should
the
get
injury.
on the same page with some of these hot-button items before they start speaking to the media.
So first month of the season, 237. May hurts at the beginning of May. And now whenever you irritate something, it's just progressively going to get worse until you adjust, until you either take rest, you get a whatever you end up doing. And they waited to get the cortisone shot. He goes 242 in May. From May on, he went 205, 172, 191. Not to mention what he was doing defensively.
Right. And then the worst version of what you saw all year was the last version of Anthony Volpe.
So going back to my question to you is if you know it's something he's dealing with, and there were times during the season where he would dive on it funny or whatever, and he would irritate it, wouldn't it be nice to have someone that when that does happen, you can throw into, say, you play shortstop for a couple games, just so it can calm back down before you put him back out there, as opposed to, hey, coach, it hurts, I'm having some problems with it, doesn't matter, get back out at shortstop. And now, because you're dealing with something, your performance dips, and now the confidence dips, and you saw, Anthony Volpe was mentally shot. Like, he's making easy plays for him look difficult. It's just the whole game fell apart. And I have a hard time blaming the player because we all want to play, right? The whole, you got to protect the player from himself. If you know it's something he's dealing with and you see how poorly he's playing, let's address it. Let's shut you down for a minute. Let's get the cortisone shot earlier
they
rather
finally
than wait.
did do that late in the
Yeah,
season.
finally.
Yeah, finally did
But then
do
they
that.
bring in Caballero, and they know he's still dealing with something. He still stinks, and they're not playing Caballero every day.
Right. Listen, I understand why you would have that take. So we heard Boone say no non-issue. Cashman said, yeah, oh, no, it was an issue.
I personally think now I'll start leaning more into that, yes, it was affecting him because ultimately he had to have a surgery. None of that was really on the table, in season. So I think all things can be true. Was it bothering him to a level that was getting to a height of concern for us? In season, the answer is no. Why is that? Player says it wasn't bothering him at that point. His physical testing was coming back strong. We did an MRI that showed some old stuff in there. Ahmad recommended we can do a shot. You banged it, falling on it, diving on it. That seemed to take care of it. You forget about it. Struggles keep happening. So I think it could be true on both ways. I think that, I know people suggest maybe we underplayed the injury. I don't think that's true. I think we were trying to be as honest with our fans and our media who communicate to the fans what our medical staff, doctors, trainers, and then, you treat complaints from the player.
They better hope to God it affected his play. Because if he just is, if that's what he is, then he's not going to be here for long.
Well, as far as Yankees fans are concerned now, you can't just hand him the starting job.
Well, you don't have any. You're not going to play Caballero. It's not an everyday starting shortstop in this league.
I agree with you. I think that Caballero is most effective, as a utility player that you can bring off the bench. But, right now there's no options unless they address it during the offseason. And it sounds like, and they also, I think he went on to talk about just how, you see some of the quarterbacks in this town, how if you don't have patience, that, they'll figure it out somewhere else. And you don't want that to happen.
Of course not, because then you have egg all over your face.
So, it's a weird situation to be in. I just don't, he can say what he wants. Having gone through similar situations where it's something's affecting you in a negative way, but you want to play because that's what you want to do. That's what you're one of those guys that just wants to show up and play for your teammates. That, at a certain point, you can say what you want. But if I don't have, the success to back it up, we got to address it because now you're hurting the team. Like, we appreciate that you want to play. That's awesome. You want to show up for your guys, but right now, you playing is hurting us.
But they could make that decision.
They have to make that decision. He's not. What I'm saying is he's not going to make that decision.
Because you're an athlete, and you're
He'll
gonna
keep
always
telling
want to
you,
be out
I'm
there.
fine.
You're going to want to fight through it, but you need to take that out of his hands. Of course. All right, so here's Boone. Another one is Anthony Volpe, your starting shortstop next season.
Yeah, he's right in the mix to do that. So I think one of the things that I'm proudest about for Anthony is, obviously it was a very tough season, for him in a lot of ways, and he got a lot of, arrows thrown his way, and I always feel like he handles those things so well. And really for the first time since he's been here, because I think it's important to know like how good a defender he's been. And he went through a stretch of 4 to 6 weeks where he struggled on that side of the ball. He made some errors that he shouldn't have made, some key spots where he made some mistakes. I think it's really important to note that how well he played on defense the final 6-8 weeks of the season, very much in line with who he's been in the 3 years that he's been our shortstop.
What does that mean? He's right in line to do that.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'll say to you is optically, because he's the guy now, right? And it's not going to, in off, like out of sight, out of mind, off season is not going to change how Yankees fans feel about him right now. So if you come into spring training and there's no real competition for that position and he stinks in the spring and they just give him the shortstop spot, like it's gonna be tough for him. He's going to have to get off to a real good start because those boos will come early.
It'll get loud very quickly.
Yeah, real quickly.
But what does that mean? He's right in the mix for that.
Well, because he wants to say that he's a starting shortstop, but he also
why not just say
understands
it?
because he understands what's being said. They're not dumb. They're paying attention. Like he's at the stadium, he's listening to the boos. He knows what Yankees fans are talking about. I'm sure that they've on his weekly spot they've asked him about it, and he wants to stick up for his player. But again, like. Anthony Volpe was a Gold Glove caliber shortstop. All of a sudden, Anthony Volpe turned into one of the worst defensive shortstops for how many weeks you want to call it in the league. So, like, you gotta figure out what happened. Was it the mental part of it because he couldn't hit? Was it because he was hurt, which is why he couldn't really because he was in pain? He couldn't really hit. It changed his swing. So now because he couldn't hit, it affected. Like you got to figure that out. Hopefully, it's as simple as he got a shoulder fix, so now everything's fine. And he'll go back to being a really good defensive player, and then hopefully the hitting will take care of itself. But, I mean, right now, I think top of Yankees list, outside of Cashman and Boone, is going to be Volpe to start next season.
Yeah, well, that's going to be huge. And he's going to be under the microscope from jump.
Yep.
From jump. All right, let's break, come back, and let's start to get into the NFL. We can line up the calls, 800-919-3776. Like I said, and I'm not being hyperbolic, I think this is a massive game on Sunday for the Jets. We'll get to it next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Listen up, football fans. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Game 5, ALCS tonight, Seattle 6:08. While the NLCS moves to Game 4, which looks like it could be a sweep at 8:38. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. That is a massive win for Toronto last night. Massive.
Oh, yeah. We tie the series up. It's huge.
Yeah. And yeah, now they don't even have to win another road game. They just have to be good at home.
Right. In Seattle outside of Naylor, didn't really hit last night, but yeah, after they go down, they lose the 2 first, you use your 2 home games. Now all of a sudden try to keep the series going. To win back-to-back games now. I'm happy they did it though, because it's nice to have one series that's going to be, come right down to the wire, hopefully.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want baseball to end. I like baseball too much.
Well, because this National League series is not all that great. You know that the Dodgers are going to win.
Right. So, I think at the very least, give us a little bit of,
Yeah, a little like exciting moments in one of the CSs. Absolutely. All right, let's get to some of the callers, 1-800-919-3776. Let's go to Ira in Staten Island. Ira, lead us off. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning. And, boy, before I get Carolina and Jets, boy, I watched a little bit of last night where Flacco and Rodgers could still sling it. It's amazing the Jets couldn't figure out what to do with either one of them. But getting to the Panther-Jet game, listen, until I see them win a game, I'm not going to believe it. You look at it, I know all the talk with Glenn and all the pressure what's going on with the Jets. But to be honest with you, Carolina is a better football team. They can run the ball. They play good defense. And I don't see, unless the Jets get a bunch of turnovers, how are they going to score points when they don't have any receivers? They can't run the ball 65 times on Sunday. How are they going to win this football game?
Well, how are you going to get a bunch of turnovers? You had no takeaways.
You don't have a bunch of turnovers on the season.
Right, you have one. And all you did was kick a field goal after that turnover. No, I understand it's a good question. I mean, Carolina hasn't won a game on the road yet, so I mean, hopefully that plays into this. But I agree with you. It's just as far as quieting some of the noise and being able to kind of exhale and continue trying to, build this thing the way he wants to build it. Like, they got to win this game. If they don't win this game against the Carolina team, I know they're 3-3. They've won back-to-back games, but
they're winless on the road.
I know. I just said that they're winless on the road, but it's just,
Right.
but they're 3-3. We haven't won a game yet. But as far as how people view Carolina, like, I don't know, and I don't have a great feeling about it.
Well, how could you?
They got no Garrett Wilson. You can't throw the football anyway. Like, unless all of a sudden now we're gonna like really unleash Justin Fields, let him use his legs. Like, this is not the time that I would be like, hey, I want to get more aggressive with the football. Well, who are you gonna get more aggressive with the football to? Yeah, get more aggressive. Like, Joe Flacco is not afraid to throw the ball to Jamar Chase because it's Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase is going to find a way. Like, you don't have Garrett Wilson's out. Even with Garrett Wilson, it was him and nobody else. So
Right.
who exactly are we?
You don't have guys. It's not like your offense was explosive to begin with. You don't have. It doesn't exist. You don't have these guys.
Right. So who exactly are we opening it up to? We don't have anyone currently, which is a problem.
It's a massive.
And the other problem is we don't create takeaways. I mean, we don't do it.
Turnovers.
We have 1 through 6 games.
No, you don't. No, it's a problem. So you're not turning the opposition over, and you don't have any weapons offensively. I just don't understand. How did we get to the Jets being so bad? They were not this bad the last couple seasons. They were not laughing stock of the NFL bad.
No, right. They weren't. And here's what frustrates me is I actually think that the Jets fan did a good job of kind of taking a step back and recognizing, hey, this is a new regime. We have a new GM. We have a new head coach. We want this to work out. We're not going to put any real expectations on this team. Right? We want to see if Justin Fields can play, and we want to just kind of reaffirm that Aaron Glenn's going to be the guy to get this job done.
Right.
And we haven't succeeded in any of that yet. I think we're pretty close to, Justin Fields isn't going to be the guy, and right now we're questioning whether or not, Aaron Glenn's going to figure it out. If this is just growing pains or this just is who he is.
Can I tell you something that really, really annoys me too? And I'm not saying Aaron Glenn won't be fine. I have my reservations. I'm not saying he won't be fine. Do I really have to see lists of all guys that got off to bad starts in their NFL career and turned into all-time great coaches?
I saw that list also.
I mean, but I see, like, it knows you. Like, if Chuck Noll was awful for years and then turned great. Bill Walsh was not good at the start of his. So, I mean, you don't think I could find equal or more guys that were awful in year one that wound up being laughingstock coaches in this league?
Yeah, probably. But you got to make that. I mean, you have to figure out which one he is. Which one is it? Because I mean, I think that we're probably leaning on what happened in Detroit because that's where he came from and he saw Dan Campbell do it. But again, I mean, I think what muddies the waters for him is if it does continue to look as bad as it looks and you only win 2 games and you have the first overall pick and you're going to draft a quarterback, I mean, do you want to bring a new quarterback? Do you want them to select a new quarterback? And do you want to bring that new quarterback and put them with this coaching staff?
No.
Also recognizing how loud it is already. Right? Like, I mean, if Jackson Dart didn't look as good as Jackson Dart has looked so far, like the noise around Brian Daboll would be, let's get him out of here. He stinks.
Absolutely.
Right. But Jackson Dart looks great, so now Brian Daboll can coach.
Well, that remember we said he doesn't have a lot of chips to play. He doesn't have a lot of things that he can do to change the narrative about him. This was the one, and so far it could be saving him.
Right. Well, listen, it didn't happen in Chicago. Right? I mean, we all said to ourselves, why are you bringing Eberflus back? He's defensive. I know the defense looks better, but he's not a offensive guy. And you're bringing a first overall quarterback back with him. We saw what happened there. What just happened in Tennessee? Right? Like, I mean, so it's important to win games like this just to kind of reassure Jets fans, and I'm sure reassure the locker room that we know what the hell we're doing, especially after the debacle in London with Denver.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So it's like, I mean, I know in the grand scheme of things, like what does this one win mean?
A lot.
But I think as far as like trying to, and I'm just forget the fan base for a second because you can't make decisions based on what the fan base wants. Just for the players inside that locker room, how miserable it must be in there right now.
It's huge. This game is huge because if you can't win this game, There's not. I mean, this at Cincinnati, which really I thought was winnable, and still could be, but it doesn't look as winnable today as it did yesterday.
Well, how are you slowing down? I mean, how are you slowing down Higgins and Chase?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. I mean, you're not putting a tremendous amount of pressure on quarterbacks. Like we saw it. I talked to Bart the other day. I was like, what's going on with this defense? He's like, Steve Wilkes blitzes 5. They don't get home. The safeties stink. So it's like, I mean, what do we do well at this point?
Not
we
a
thought
lot.
we'd run the hell out of the football.
You're the only winless team in football. Why do you think that is?
Well, not to mention the fact that Carolina right now Carolina is allowing, I'm not going to sit here and count, but they're giving up less than 100 yards a game rushing.
Yeah, no, you can't run the football on Carolina. You're going to have to throw it. And throwing the football is the Achilles heel.
That should play right into our strength then.
What's the number on this game now?
Number on this game is Carolina minus 1.5.
1.5. And it started at what? Jets were favored by 1.5?
Jets were favored.
You think there's a chance you get involved in this game?
Absolutely not.
No. Well, why wouldn't you take Carolina?
Because I'm not doing it again. Because I took Denver last week and it bit me in the you-know-what.
All right. I think people should get involved. I think someone should get involved in this game.
I think there was a real chance Ray was going to get involved in last night's game, and last second he pulled himself out of it.
Yeah, but he would have lost.
I know.
But I told you my reasoning, like when we were signing off the show yesterday. Said this just screams like a game Cincinnati's going to pull out.
Yeah.
And what happened?
But you were so close to jumping on this one.
I'm so glad I didn't.
As you should be. So you want to go somewhere with that spread of the Jets in Carolina?
I do, as a matter of fact. I'm glad you asked me that question, David. Do you want to participate with me in this or no?
I'm here if you need me. Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I don't think I'll need you, but I want to make sure that you're really listening.
I don't want
to
to do disclaimer stuff, though. I'm not a disclaimer guy.
I have no choice. I got to disclaim it.
I'm not saying you don't want to disclaim. I don't want to be involved in the disclaimer.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do for you. Not only am I going to get you excited about Sundays. We all love Sundays. I'm going to get you excited about Saturdays. I know how much you love your college football. All right. Here's how we're going to fire up your Saturdays. FanDuel has got a boost that you're not going to want to miss. It's called Boostin' with the Boys. It's giving everyone a college football profit boost every single week. Here's how it works. Each week, everyone gets a profit boost to use on college football. No opt-in gymnastics, no invite-only nonsense. Everyone gets the boost. Real games, real teams, real Saturdays with an extra payout on the line. It's easy. It's fun. It's only on FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com/Rick to download the app. Check out the Boostin' with the Boys offer and get in on the action. Here's the disclaimer, though. You got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in is required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, you can call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY, or you can text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That was very well done. Really nice. Well done by you. All right, so now it starts. The cavalcade of just nonstop football and picks and hilarity and analysis. It's Raanan, it's Cimini, it's next, and it doesn't stop. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud. using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Time now for the Raanan Cimini report, brought to you by Bet365. And look at him. It's like a Brady Bunch visual right now. We have the parents on the outside and one of the many children on the inside. And that, of course, is the great Jordan Raanan. Good morning, Jordan. How are you?
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
So here's my question for you. Because Rick is a proponent to make a trade for a wide receiver. You and I texted the other night. It didn't sound like you were all excited by any stretch by the Giants going out and getting a wide receiver. Walk us through why.
Yeah, this is just my opinion on the subject. I just don't think that they're in a spot where they need to get a receiver now and give up an asset to go get a receiver. They're in a spot right now where Jackson Dart, it's about developing him, right? He's going to develop – he needs to learn how to read the field, read defenses, whether he has a receiver or not. You're basing it on results now. Results isn't about the development there. And sure, if they win this game, it's a different conversation, right? You go into Denver, you win this game, you're now at 3-4. Now wins actually matter. Hey, why not try to win some games at the same time? And then if you get a receiver, have a guy who's signed after this year. But right now, 2-4. Ridiculously hard schedule, giving up an asset, doesn't make sense to me.
Right, but I mean, for Brian Daboll, isn't it still about the results a little bit? Or should it be?
As a fan, is that what you want to give? So you want to give up a pick, you have a receiver now that makes money instead of just, okay, you could just use that pick next year and drafted a guy, and then you have him for 4 years at a much more reasonable rate. Why as a fan would you care about that?
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm saying why Brian Daboll would want to do it. As a fan, I'm thinking to myself, if I can get someone of the quality of a Jalen Waddle, I'm not paying Malik Neighbors, I'm not paying my quarterback. I can have him help me now. I can create the chemistry.
What do you think that's going to cost you?
A 2 and a 5.
A 2 and a 5, a second round pick.
So you're going to have one pick in this year's draft?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? They have They don't have a third round pick.
Right.
You're giving up a 2 and a 5.
Okay.
But are you guaranteeing me you're going to get you're going to guarantee me that Joe Shane's going to pick a receiver that's going to be as good as Jalen Waddle? Like, is that a guarantee?
No, but you're going to need players. Like a team in their situation. How many games they trade for Jalen Waddle? How many games they win?
I'm not worried about how many games.
No, tell me. I just want to know how many games they win. Round.
5.
Yeah.
So
5, 6.
So you have a 5-win team, and now you're going to the draft with no draft picks. That's a tough. To me, that's not a team that's building a way. That's not the right way to build.
Right, but it also.
For moving forward, the idea is to be good in 2 or 3 years, and I know Jalen Waddle's still part of that. But if you get Jalen Waddle, the likelihood is you're probably sacrificing signing Wan'Dale Robinson.
Okay.
Also, so you're trading a 2 and 5 and trading Waddle for Wan'Dale Robinson.
Well, how much better is Jalen Waddle than Wan'Dale Robinson?
He is, but I'm just saying that's the trade-off because you already paid Slayton. Better or worse, you guys? I know you guys. You have Waddle, and then Neighbors is coming in the future. So you're not going to then sign Wan'Dale Robinson too. So it just doesn't seem for a team that's building and looking to get better in the future. It doesn't seem like a good use of assets to me.
All right, how about if you make a trade for a lesser guy? You're not going 2 and 5 for Waddle. You're going, a 4th round pick for, I don't know, Jacoby Myers or somebody of that ilk.
Yeah, that could make sense. I wouldn't want. I mean, Jacoby Myers doesn't make a ton of sense because he wants a big deal and he wants to get paid.
Right, and he's a free agent. But you know what I'm saying? Like yes, you're trading less to get lesser back.
Yes, that would make more sense to me. And now, here's the deal with Jalen Waddle. I've talked to people around the league. The Giants are looking at receivers, right? And that's a guy that they're very interested in. He's a guy, if you think back, if you remember in that draft, the Giants were super high on Jalen Waddle. They wanted to draft Jalen Waddle or Devonta Smith. That was Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman. But there's still people in the building that were part of that crew that graded and looked at Jalen Waddle, so they're very high on him. But now you look at the Miami Dolphins. They don't want to get rid of Jalen Waddle. That's not their priority at this point. That's not their desire. So then if you get a guy like Jalen Waddle from a team that doesn't necessarily want to trade him, now you have to pay. So the price is going to be substantial, unless of course things change and their situation changes, right, everyone gets blown out, then that changes everything. But
hold on one second.
Right now, it's going to be costly to get a guy at that level.
Of course it is, because he's Jalen Waddle. Of course it's going to be costly. Here's the question I would say to you, though, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. You keep saying about your wins and losses. The win for the Giants is that Jackson Dart continues to progress and get better. How likely is that when you look at the schedule and the defenses you're playing against? When I'm throwing a little Jordan Humphrey and at some point it's going to make it difficult with what you're throwing to continue this progression. No,
absolutely. But what are you basing the progression on? I'm basing it on learning to read defenses, get familiar, seeing things that you haven't seen before. Right? That's what's going to happen here in the next couple weeks. He's going to see defenses and coverages that he's never seen before.
Right, but
whether you have Jalen Waddle or not, isn't going to affect that even the slightest. The only thing it's going to affect is the results.
Right. No, but his results. But it's also going to affect his results.
But why do his results necessarily matter?
Because they matter.
No, they don't.
You know they matter. Of course they do. If Jackson Dart looked like crap in the first couple games that he played, we'd all be screaming to fire Brian Daboll right now. But we're not. We want to bring him back because Jackson Dart looks good.
The difference between having a guy like Jalen Waddle and not is like, okay, so you throw for 280 yards compared to 220 yards. Like, and a touchdown here or a touchdown there. I mean, Jalen Waddle's not going to create 10 touchdowns, and you're not going to look infinitely better.
No, but it's going to.
It doesn't have that effect.
But it's going to give you someone that other defenses could potentially have to game plan against, which will make the other wide receivers better options.
I understand that. The whole operation will be better if you get a good player like Jalen Waddle. He is a good player in the
Jordan,
NFL. Not
forget
a great
about
player.
the remainder of this season. Okay, how about next season when I turn, because I Dart feels like he's the guy. Obviously he's going to be your quarterback moving forward. Now I'm going to have Malik Neighbors, Jalen Waddle, and Jackson Dart. Have fun, rest of the NFL.
Use a draft pick on a second-round draft pick on a young wide receiver that is more cost-effective, and then you could build up other areas of the team. Spend money where you need to. I don't know. It just doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
You think it happens?
You act like there's some guarantee that Joe Shane is going to select a receiver in the second round that's going to jump on the field and be a Mecca Buka.
Well, let's
let's
just not even have a team then, because
Right,
you know what? He has no chance of your front office has no chance of drafting a useful guy. So what the heck? What are we even trying for?
Right. Well, that's why
I understand.
But that's
that
why
concept.
I would have fired Joe Shane after last season. But now I'm taking away the guesswork. I know Jalen Waddle's good. I don't have to wonder if Joe Shane can pick a second-round receiver.
But if you work by that philosophy, you might as well give up, because we're making moves because we're planning on our GM to fail. Like, come on.
No, but why
think about that?
Okay, no, I'm not planning on him failing, but I'm saying like
we don't
there's
have
a better
confidence he can succeed.
No, just in general, we keep talking about how the draft is a crapshoot. There's a better chance that I screw up the second-round pick than Jalen Waddle stinks. I know Jalen Waddle's good. I know I pair him with Malik Neighbors. Like, go ahead, try to defend that, as opposed to, hey, fingers crossed, we picked the guy in this that all of a sudden his rookie year is great.
Now, I understand the concept. You know what it costs, Rick? A second and fifth round and $20 million more a year. So there's a price for that. And it's a hefty price. That's my only thing. That is a very hefty $20 million more a year.
Right, but it's the same reason why I would go trade for Brian Burns, because I know Brian Burns is awesome. I don't have to go draft someone. I just drafted Kayvon Thibodeau and I still took Brian Burns.
You can only do that so many times. First of all, giving up assets
but now's the time to do it.
If you're not going to be able to get the guys in spots, by the way, there's a lot of good second-round receivers.
Right. Oh, I don't need good. I need great. I got 2 years.
No, you don't need great. You have Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, coming off an ACL.
And by the way, is Jalen Waddle great? Let's be real here.
He's very
as a second
good.
option, he's very good as a second option.
I know, but you said great. Is he a great player?
He's a great second
He
option.
has an injury history. He's
great
not.
receiver?
He's not the toughest guy in the world. So the Giants, if you want to be realistic, they probably could use a bigger, stronger receiver. Like, that would be the perfect fit for them. They don't have a big receiver, right?
But we play this game all the time, where it's like this foregone conclusion. And this is with GMs that are actually good. That it's this foregone conclusion that we'll just draft the guy, plug him in, and he'll be good. Like, Emeka Buka's been awesome, but we all thought Emeka Buka's going to be awesome. Luther Burden was supposed to be great in Chicago. Has that? He's fine. You got a proven commodity. You got a GM that you don't necessarily trust. Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot, but now's the time to do it, because guess what? 2 more years of Jackson Dart after this one playing good. Guess how much you're going to have to pay Jackson Dart?
A lot of money.
Lots.
Well, you'd say, this is the time to do it. I disagree. I think the time to do it is a year or two when you're actually a contender. That's when teams make moves to get them over the top like that. Not teams that are potentially 2-5.
Right,
like,
but
they're
it's not
7.5-point underdogs. The likelihood, they have a chance to win. anytime they go on the field now with Jackson Dart, certainly they have a chance to win. They already beat the Chargers and the Eagles. We know that. But if you're 2-5, that's not the time to make the move.
All right, so before we get to the game and what the Giants facility is like nowadays, are they going, in your opinion, to make a move?
I do believe they are going to make a move. The more you talk to people, they just seem interested. They seem motivated to make a move. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be as high a level move as people expect at this point. I think by the time they get down to it, it'll probably be a little bit lower, because these guys are going to be hard to pry away from other teams. And I think so maybe more like a mid-round receiver, mid-level receiver is more realistic, but we'll see.
So I think
if they win this week, it obviously changes it.
Right, but I get the sense
too, right?
But I get the sense,
to be fair.
Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong here. I get the sense that you think if there wasn't such pressure on Brian Daboll and Joe Shane to actually have some results, that this wouldn't be something that we were talking about. That like a couple, I know it's probably not going to mean the playoffs, but it could mean the difference between 3 wins and 5 wins, or 4 wins and 6 wins, and you think that those extra 1 or 2 wins would be enough for them to keep, or they think those extra 1 or 2 wins would be enough for them to keep their jobs?
I think that's part of the motivation. I just think they also, we've seen it for years. They think they're a slightly better team than everybody else, like internally. That's part of the thought process. We could sit here and argue whether they're over-evaluating their talent for years or not. The results the past few years say yes, right? They went 3-14 last year. We'll see what they do this year. But to me, it has to be part of the equation. Anybody's thought process. I mean, how does it not go through your mind?
All right, so let's get into what's happening right now with this team. The win of like the last few years happened last Thursday night.
Yeah.
What is the feel like going on right now within this facility over at in East Rutherford?
Yeah, I was actually talking to a bunch of guys. I asked, what are the vibes like here? And Daniel Bellinger was just like, high. Like the vibes are high. Like that one word spoke volumes to me. Like, and you speak to a lot of guys. The locker room just has a slightly different feel. And I think it was Darius Slayton or Wandale Robinson who told me that part of that is the personalities that you have with Dart and what you have with Cam Scatterby. Like those personalities, it does make a difference. It just gives a different feeling to the team. Now, we're seeing a different product on the field as a result. And just the way they play, the way they act, the way they operate, like it has injected life into this team. So I haven't seen the organization, I should say the locker room, and the feeling around the team, the fan base I'm talking about, at this level in years. I'm trying to think, probably not even in 2016. I don't think the fan base has been at this level because everybody kind of knew in 2022, that was kind of, hey, it was nice while it was going on and while it lasted and these wins were great, but I don't think everybody was fully bought in on that. This has created a feeling that we haven't had here since I've been covering the team.
I know we spent so much time talking about Jackson Dart and deserving so and Scatterby and these guys, but I mean, how much of this kind of recent success has to do with Andrew Thomas being back on that offensive line?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a big part of it. Look, Jackson Dart's taking a bunch of sacks and he's running around and he's making plays with his legs, so I'm not sure that he wouldn't be able to do some of this. I mean, maybe not to this degree without Andrew Thomas, but. Dude, we said this for years. He's their only really high-level offensive lineman. So having that one guy at least takes pressure off everybody else. You don't then have to worry about your left tackle giving up 8 pressures in a game, right? You can then worry about the right side and your interior and your guards and your center because those are most of those are also concerns as well at times. But you at least don't have to worry about the left side. And you can run the ball on the left side. I think you've seen that. That, to me, has been the biggest difference is their ability to run the ball with Andrew Thomas.
With Andrew Thomas and Cam Scatterby, too. And I know that there's so much excitement about Jackson Dart, and there should be, but I don't really understand how this young running back is so good because I had real reservations that it wouldn't translate to the next level, Jordan, but he really is something, isn't he?
Yeah, I remember asking a GM that I'm friendly with, like, would you like the Scatterby pick? And he was like, I'm like, why not? And his thing was he wasn't sure how he was going to be able to hold up long term in the NFL. Like that was sort of his reason.
Well, we still don't know that.
I know. I'm just saying, but at this point you're seeing the results of he could at least play at this level. We'll find out if he could hold up long term. But if you could play at this level, especially a mid-round pick, if you get 4 good years like at this level, do you really care if he held up long term? Like in regards to the draft pick for an individual that you want him to have a nice long career. But I'm just saying. So to me, he's already proven, hey, he could play at a level higher than people around the league thought, and that it was probably worth taking that risk of this player because it has translated and has resonated, and I wasn't sure also. First time you see him, and you see him in person, you see how small he is compared to everybody else on the NFL field, you're like, I don't know if he's going to be able to run guys over. But guess what? He's running guys over.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog, Jordan. You know this. All right, so it's a 2-part question, and then Dave will ask you I think he was going to ask you what's going to happen in the game against Denver. Any news on what's happening as far as Brian Daboll and the blue tent situation? And second part is, are we at the point, or have you heard how much longer we're going to go with Russell Wilson as the backup? Since it seems like there's times in the game where Jackson Dart ends up hurt and Russell Wilson looks awful.
Yeah, I asked him that this week. I asked Daboll that, and he said he's still our backup quarterback. I asked him why. He said. Ugh. Because he's our backup quarterback. That was his answer. I mean, I was like, okay. But these are the questions you're going to get when you go and you're running around like a lunatic on the sideline. And you're after the game, you said, well, I wanted to know if Dart was going to be back in the game because if he was, maybe we would go for it. So it's basically saying I have no confidence in my backup quarterback, right? I have confidence in my starter way more, and I have no confidence in this guy who's the backup. I actually talked to Wilson about it yesterday. And he said, look, he's just got to go in there and do his job. He's got to concentrate on the other things, not the people booing and all the other stuff going on around him. And it sounds like he's going to stay as the backup quarterback, for better or worse. I mean, we could sit here and wonder why. I just think the Giants at this point don't want to rock the boat in that regard. Well, and then the Dable thing sounds like he's going to get they're going to get a pretty nice fine. The fact that the owner, who's been heavily involved in this situation, right, in regards to the concussions, the protocol, player safety, had to release a statement, felt the need to release a statement on Friday, speaks volumes to me. Like, means that, hey, I'm embarrassed here. I can't believe I have to do this. Everything I've been working on for the last couple of years has kind of been compromised to some degree here, and now look at me. And so that was a bad look to have to do. You have such a great game. You do everything. You win this amazing game, and then you got to ruin it by doing that. Like, it's so bad.
It was ridiculous. It's such a bad.
For him, I'm talking about personally. I'm talking about Brian Dable personally, not the Giants. But for him personally,
such a bad look.
Bad
look.
You got and look how many times we got to go over this. You got to keep your cool.
Yeah.
You're going to preach to your players keeping their cool, and then you're incapable of keeping your cool. We're in year 4, by the way. I thought after he tossed the tablet at Daniel Jones, we were going to that was the breaking point. Like, hey, you want to keep your job, you got to keep your cool here.
It's such a bad look. I want to ask you about the Broncos game, but I don't understand the whole backup quarterback situation, because next year it's going to be Winston backing up Jackson Dart. So what was there some kind of a verbal guarantee to the Russell Wilson camp that no matter what happens all year long, you're going to be the backup quarterback? Like, what's the allegiance they have? I don't think he's better than Jameis Winston. He's not going to be here next season. It will be Winston. So Jordan, it makes less than 0 sense to me.
Well, that's why I say the only thing that I think would prevent them from doing it at this point is rocking the boat, like I said before, and the fact that if you then move.
But what boat? Why don't they just cut Russell Wilson?
It becomes a big story, and then he might be unhappy.
That's not rocking the boat. That's sinking the boat.
Well, why don't you be done with it? Listen, you're not good. We don't want you. Goodbye.
They made him their starting quarterback at the beginning of the season, Dave. So they obviously have a slightly different viewpoint of him than everybody else.
Have you seen what he looks like when he comes into these games, Jordan?
I'm well aware. The fans booed him off the field. It was kind of a sad situation if you think about it. I mean, he comes in the game. Everybody wants Dart. The coach is going ballistic trying to get the other guy out of the medical tent, right? The quarterback on the field, this guy who, by the way, is a Super Bowl winner, is getting booed and throws a who-know-what pass. It says there was obviously miscommunication between him and Jalen Hyatt on the play, and the fans are booing him. They pan to a guy, I don't remember if you remember, they show him in a close-up, and he's got his hand cupped around his mouth, just flat out booing Russell Wilson.
Hey, New York City, I'm here.
That's brutal. All right, we got to run, but I always have to ask you this at the end, and try to be brief if you can, because Rich Cimini is waiting in the wings. Yeah. This is a tough defense. This is a tough game at Denver, like really a brutal place to play. What's going to happen in this game?
Yeah, the only hope that I have that I think of is, hey, they were just on the road in Philadelphia, stayed on the road, went to London. That maybe that this is kind of like, a sort of a lackadaisical game for them.
Flat spot for them?
Yeah, kind of like one of those for the Broncos. Otherwise, I think in that spot it's going to be tough, because this is when the lack of weapons, what's Patrick Surtain even doing in this game?
That's what I asked Rick that.
He could just sit there and
right. Who does he even cover?
His side of the field, right? And then you got that pass rush. The Giants. I mean, even with Andrew Thomas back, they do have weak spots on the line. I'm concerned for this game. Now, if they do something and they do something good in this game, it's going to be because of Jackson Dart and doing stuff with his legs. And we're going to be sitting here next week, and Dave is going to be through
naked.
I'll
be naked.
Naked. I wasn't going to go that far.
Can't wait for that.
You're going to be talking with your butt cheeks?
Probably. Probably. Yeah, I'll turn around.
You made it big. Good job. You're famous.
Yeah, I'm a big deal. Great. Over my bottom. Thanks, Jordan. We'll talk to you soon. Well, I'll tell you what. Giants win this game. We'll talk to you Monday.
Yes.
Deal. I'm taking the red eye home, so I'll actually – how about this? I will come into the studio.
We won't be there, but that's fine.
Because if they win, Dave, you take the red eye, because we'll be talking about Dave's brown eye. I can promise you that.
All right, goodbye. Have
you
a good
jumped
trip.
the shark.
All right, so we go from Jordan. We love Jordan. We appreciate him. And then we bring in our dear friend as well, and that's the great Rich Cimini. Rich, all this positivity surrounding the Giants and the Giants facility and the players and the energization, I don't know if that's a word, an energized way that this team feels right now. Is it similar with the Jets at the moment?
Tons of positivity, guys. Optimism. You know, they're confident they could give up less than 9 sacks this week. So, you know, it's a feel good out at Florham Park.
Rich, how many of those 9 sacks are on Justin Fields?
Yeah, I went back. I watched everyone on the All-22. I would say 3 or 4 were definitely on Fields, holding the ball too long, obviously. I mean, there were a couple, you know, one Fashion who just got beat immediately off the edge. And, you know, their interior did not have a great game. Myers and Tippmann gave up a couple in the middle. But, you know, there were times Fields could have just thrown the ball away. I mean, just throw it away, send it into the first row, dirt it, do whatever you have to do, get rid of the ball. And we talked to him on Wednesday this week, and he was actually surprisingly candid and admitted that he was playing too conservatively and that he's going to try to be more aggressive. And the guy's got no interceptions, which is hard to believe. Usually that's a badge of honor. But in this case, I think it just shows how reluctant he is to take chances, and he says he's going to take more risks on Sunday.
I really do want to look towards the next game because that's what I like to do on these Friday hits with you. But, I mean, I saw something in the game against the Broncos, Rich, that I thought was so jarring and so, I mean, amazing. The end of the first half. Like, you've been watching Jets football and football for forever. What was that? And how is that? And I know he's a rookie coach, but does that should not matter? That was one of the worst, most putrid possessions I've ever seen in watching football.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a series of bad decisions. I mean, it wasn't just the very end. I mean, you know, they run the fake punt, and how they converted that, I'll never know, because they had such a giveaway. They had Breece Hall as the up back, and they had their offensive line in the game. So the Broncos knew what were coming, but all right, they converted it. So give them credit for that. And so it looks like, hey, they're going to go for it here. You know, they're going to get in hurry up mode, but then they start running the ball, and then they take a couple of timeouts, and you're saying, oh, they're going to conserve time to try to get a long field goal, and then they just pull that at the end. And it made no sense. Obviously, the players were perplexed, to put it mildly. I mean, Garrett Wilson, I credit him for being honest after the game. He said, I was trying to find out what the plan was, and once I found out, I was disappointed. I mean, you had 30-something. When they respotted the ball on 4th and 1, there was 26 seconds left. Okay, you have no timeouts left. You try something there. You do a keeper to convert the 4th and 1. You get up quickly and you spike it, and you still have about 18 seconds left for maybe one quick completion and a field goal, or, you take a shot at the end zone. And Aaron Glenn admitted that the next day, it didn't do any good, but he admitted it the next day. He should have let the clock run down to about 5 and taken a Hail Mary shot at the end zone. Maybe you get a pass interference and you get an untimed down at the 1-yard line, something like that. And they didn't do that. It was just inexplicable. He didn't want to give the ball back to the Broncos. To me, that's playing to lose. And, they played that whole game offensively as if they were afraid to make a mistake, and it showed.
Well, I mean, they had 2 first downs in the first half. One of them was the fake punt. And then, I mean, let's not forget, too, he takes a sack, and instead of letting Denver take the timeout, he takes the timeout. We also took a timeout to talk about that we were going to punt and end up punting. So, clock management and use of timeouts was just brutal. Rich, I mean, the defensive side of the ball played really well, and special teams was really good. Do you think that this was a good first step, and it's something that now we'll see a better version of the defense moving forward?
Well, that's the impression I got just from talking to guys the last couple of days. I mean, they had players-only meeting last week. It was probably about 10 days ago before they left for London. They really think that was an impetus for getting things turned around against Denver. They did play well. You could just see they were flying around there right from the beginning. I mean, Bradley comes up with the takeaway right in the beginning. So that, I think, was a really positive thing. So, yeah, I think they are hoping to carry that over. I think the return of Jermaine Johnson can't be minimized. I think that was a big help. It helped them up front. They only had 1 sack, but I thought they had some good pressure, and, they played the run really well. They caused a lot of problems for Denver offensively. I mean, and Nick's it kind of got overshadowed because of Justin Fields' game, but Nick's did not have a great game either. And so they're hoping to build on that this week. Carolina, obviously they have one of the hottest players in the NFL, Enrico Dowdle, now with the numbers he's putting up the last 2 weeks as fantasy owners, I'm sure could attest, have just been off the charts. So although as a whole, I don't think Carolina's offense is as good as Denver, but the Jets are, I mean, I sensed a greater level of confidence in the locker room this week than certainly going into previous weeks.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. Rich, I mean, was it a thought to go to Tyrod Taylor there? And where are we with that? Like, if it's another awful first half from Justin Fields, do you think that they'd be willing? And not for the rest of the season, but just to come in and try to give the team a little juice, a little jump. You think there's a chance we get Tyrod Taylor, or we're gonna ride this thing out as long as possible with Justin Fields?
Well, for last week, I don't even think he basically said it was not a consideration during the game. I don't know why. I think a spark would have helped them there. I mean, if you're going to play that kind of offense, which is just a straight drop-back offense, they haven't even been using Justin Fields outside the pocket that much in the last couple of games. So if you're going to play a straight drop-back offense, you might as well put Tyrod Taylor in. He runs that kind of offense better than Fields. It wasn't a thought. He said he doesn't want to create a scenario where Fields is always looking over his shoulder. I don't agree with that take. I mean, these are NFL players. I mean, basically, you're always looking over your shoulder in the NFL. You know, that job security is not a big thing in the NFL. So could we see it this week? Hey, look, if he has a first half like he did in Denver, I think everything is on the table. I mean, the home crowd will be beside itself booing. I think you'd probably see a chance there to go to Tyrod Taylor. I think Panthers defense, obviously, is in a different league than Denver's. I mean, Panthers are struggling defensively. They're ranked next to last in pressure percentage. So you would think that the Jets would be able to protect Justin Fields this week. I think he's a little healthier than he was. He admitted on Wednesday that coming out of that Miami game, he had a banged-up knee. He had a knee bruise that kind of affected his running ability the last couple of weeks. He said he's feeling better now. So in theory, I always have to preface it with that when you're talking about the Jets because you can't make any assumptions, but in theory, they should have better pass protection on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe they'll let him use his legs a little bit here. Rich, I mean, I'm not going to ask you about the energization and all these different things, but as far as like...
I don't know why.
As far as the buy-in is concerned in the locker room right now and what happened in the first half of the last game, I mean, they're right there. That's a winnable game. I mean, this is Carolina. It's at home. I mean, do you get the sense at all that they need to win a game here soon because guys in that locker room are starting to question, whether or not they're buying into this program right now?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I mean, Garrett Wilson was pretty transparent after the game. He just didn't agree with that philosophy there at the end and I agree with him. I mean, the Jets treated the Broncos like they were the 85 Bears. I mean, the way they were protecting, the way they were afraid to call certain plays. The longest pass in the game was 11 yards. I mean, that's embarrassing for an NFL level performance. So, yeah, I'm sure there are guys questioning. I mean, they're 0-6. I talked to a couple of players. You could feel the frustration. Even Quinnen Williams yesterday talking. I mean, he seemed frustrated and grumpy. He just expressing how desperate he is to try to get a win. He's been through this time and time. He was on the 0-13 team under Gase. So, I mean, he's probably having, flashbacks of like, oh, no, it's happening again. So, yeah, I'm sure there are guys questioning it and just desperate for if they can't beat Carolina. I mean, then they play Cincinnati. We saw Cincinnati look pretty good last night. I mean, Joe Flacco with his 9 lives once again looks revived. He's revived the Bengals, and the Jets are going to walk into that next week. So these wins are going to be hard to come by for the Jets.
Is this it? Is this the first win of the season, or does this team stay winless so far?
Well, we didn't mention an important storyline, which I think factors into Sunday. I do not believe Garrett Wilson will play. Yeah. So he's got a hyperextended knee. I don't think he's going to play this week. He hasn't practiced. I saw him in the locker room. He didn't seem to be moving that badly, but I think I would be very, very surprised if he played. So that's a big loss for the Jets. I mean, you're talking about an offense that had minus 10 net passing yards last week, and now you're taking away their best playmaker. That's going to be a challenge for them. They got to get Breece Hall more involved. I mean, no targets last week for the first time in his career. That's inexplicable to me. How they don't throw him the ball on a screen pass or something out of the backfield. So, but no, I actually am picking the Panthers this week. You know, they've won 2 in a row. I know they're not a great road team. They're 0-3 on the road, but this is more like a out of principle pick, guys. You know, I picked the Jets to beat the Dolphins and Cowboys. Obviously, I got burned on those two, so it's like I need visual evidence right now. You know, I need to see them win a game before I pick them. So I'm going to go with the Panthers here. It's basically a toss-up game, right? Isn't it? The Panthers are favored by about 1.5.
Yep.
So it's kind of a toss-up. I mean, could the Jets win? Yeah, they could get their first win this week. I just need to see it. And without Garrett Wilson, their offense is going to be kind of one hand tied behind their back. So, I think the Panthers have something going on offense. Bryce Young's playing a little bit better, and so we'll see. But I think it's going to be a smaller crowd on Sunday. I think it'll be an unruly crowd if the Jets get off to a bad start. And, the 30th anniversary of the shovel pass. You guys remember the shovel pass? I know Rick does because he's a Jet fan and is playing Carolina this week. So maybe some bad mojo there, but I'm picking the Panthers.
All right. Well, Rich, you're nothing but uplifting. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, I'll bring more cheer next week, guys.
Yeah, hopefully so. And that was wonderful. That's the Raanan Cimini report brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Yikes.
That was more like the Raanan show with the sprinkle of Cimini.
Well, I mean, we had Rich on for a good 12 minutes.
He's fine. Just get a second round receiver. Just throw him right in. He'll be fine.
Well, that's his opinion.
That's what you do. Yeah. Unfortunately, Rich didn't give us the energization that we needed.
Well, he didn't give us anything. He didn't pick the Jets. It wasn't no energization. Nothing.
This doesn't feel like the week to really open things up without Garrett Wilson.
No. Well, what are you going to do offensively?
I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh my God!
Well, it better be a heavy dose of Justin Fields running it and Breece Hall running it.
Yes. Breece Hall should touch the ball 34 times on Sunday.
Mason Taylor. Hopefully the defense plays well.
They played well last week.
Yeah, they played well last week. And I don't think Bo Nix in the second half wasn't very good. But, I mean, we scored 11 points. Even forget the minus 10. They just, even if you didn't count the sack numbers in the total, it was just 45 yards passing.
Yeah, well, it was not what you're looking for. All right. RJ, you take us around the league on Fridays, right?
That's right.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay, let's go, RJ.
It's time to go around the league.
Alrighty. Oh, it's 8:11. We're gonna have to be on our horse here. So
we have 15 minutes, RJ. We don't have to rush.
Could I say quickly a special congratulations?
So much for being on the horse.
No, to the show. I think I'm going around the league. Before we go around the league, I'd like to give a round of applause quickly to the show. Because in our infinite wisdom, I think that we came together as a show unit and started going through schedules and everything else. And Dave suggested that we take all our money as a show, $40,000, and we throw it right on the Ravens.
Uh-huh.
I was just watching Get Up, the great Joe Fortenbaugh. Joe's best bets. Ravens to win the division.
See? I'm ahead of the curve.
Why are you saying I'm?
Well, it hasn't happened yet either.
It was all about me. I'm ahead of the curve.
I want to take the claps back. Give me some penicillin. I want to get rid of the claps.
No. Now you're going to live with the claps forever.
Alrighty. So we go to London from there. Rams and Jags, both 4-2. So Liam Cohen says that Travis Hunter is going to be focusing more on offense. The two-way thing, we're going to maybe take a little breather there. Trevor Lawrence sacked a career-high 7 times last week in the loss to Seattle. Meanwhile, the Rams have 19 sacks in the season. That's tied for 4th most in the NFL. Rams are favored, this number going up, 3.5 in London.
So, I like the Rams in this game. The only thing that gives me real hesitation, I don't trust Jacksonville. I think they were winning a lot of those games based on just turning the opposition over at such a high extent. But the one thing that gives me pause is no Puka Nacua, and that gets me concerned. The number at 2.5, I kind of loved it. 3.5, I do not, but I do believe the Rams win this game.
Right, the Rams stayed. I mean, they practiced. I think they actually practiced at Camden, right? They practiced in Baltimore.
Yep.
And then they're going to head over there. I'm with you. This was top of my list at 2.5. I don't know how much I love it now at 3.5, but you mentioned it. So last game, Seattle was able to slow down the run, and Seattle didn't turn the football over. And Seattle's also good in the road, but still, I'm with you as far as all the things that you said. And then Brian Thomas had another big drop in that game. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know yet, but I definitely would go Rams to win. I don't know if I'm going to go Rams to cover the 3.5 yet, though.
All right, let's go to Sunday. Eagles visit the Vikings. Sounds like Jordan Davis going to play for Philadelphia. Quinyon Mitchell, full participant in practice. For the Vikings, Carson Wentz, J.J. McCarthy working his way back. We don't know who's going to start just yet. We will find out. Vikings at home, off there by getting 2.5 points.
I think this is a massive game for Philadelphia. Because it feels like they're kind of broken. They were just beat up by Denver in that fourth quarter. They just got humiliated by the Giants on national television. And everyone said, right, everyone going into that game, oh, no, they're going to win. National TV, they'll bounce back. That's a good football team. I still think they are a good football team, but it feels like they might be broken. This is a massive game for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a huge game for the Eagles. I saw some numbers earlier this morning just as far as Jalen Hurts and what he does against the blitz. Brian Flores' defense, I think they're third highest blitz rate in the NFL, and Jalen Hurts he's struggled with the blitz. They got to get Saquon Barkley more involved, right? I mean, I don't know if it's like, hey, we're good enough where we can just kind of preserve him or whatever it ends up being. We got mouths to feed. We got to keep everyone happy, but like they got to I think this is a great spot for Philadelphia to kind of reestablish, hey, listen, things aren't falling apart. We're still one of the best teams in the NFC. We are the defending Super Bowl champions, so this is I'm excited to watch this game.
No, it should be a good one, yeah.
Boy, my fantasy team in our league going through it. Puka, Abuka, Kittle. Hopefully he plays this week. We're going through it right now.
That's two huge.
Kittle's supposed to play, though.
Two huge receivers.
I mean, we've been as injured. No excuses, though. We're 4-2.
I mean, you tied your whole fantasy team to the Rams, though.
That's all right. We're 4-2. It's working out.
Which is a strange decision for a Niners fan, but...
Well, everybody was talking about Stafford in the back preseason. Everyone zigged. We zagged. And here we are.
Smart.
Well, for now, we'll see how it works out. Chiefs off that big win against the Lions. Last week, they hosted the Raiders. So the Raiders have been a pain in the butt for them last few years under the Mahomes and Andy Reid era. Ashton Genty, he has gone back to his college stance, where he's basically
upright.
Yep, right up. What do they call it? The Freddy Krueger stance, I think they've nicknamed it.
Freddy Krueger haunted my life for
years.
He's going to try and haunt the Chiefs. So he carried the ball for a season high 23 times last week, leaning into that Pete Carroll run the ball method. And his production since he switched back to his stance has picked up. He is fourth in the league in rushing yards since week 3, which is when he made the change. Rashee Rice back for Kansas City, who are favored by, 12.5.
Here's the thing. I don't think Genty is the problem. I think the quarterback is the problem. Geno Smith is not good. And they went all in on him, signed him to a pretty extensive deal, and I just don't think he's very good right now. Brock Bowers hasn't played, so yeah, this should be a very one-sided affair, I would guess.
Right. I mean, you're starting to see the Chiefs now. What was the conversation after the Chiefs' last win? I mean, are we going back to the Chiefs being the best team in the AFC?
Yeah, I think you'd have to.
I think you kind of have to, so.
Yeah. And now you get Rashee Rice back to go with Xavier Worthy, and it's,
Right. It feels like, I mean, the one thing that RJ said is it's a team they have trouble with. It feels like this is a team that, Patrick Mahomes has trouble with Max Crosby, because Max Crosby's an absolute stud.
He plays football well.
Real well.
Yep. Bears at home against the Saints. New Orleans have allowed multiple passing touchdowns in 8 straight games, the longest active streak in the NFL. Chicago, off that big win against the Commanders last week, are 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah, that was a big win. Now, it's a short week. The Saints have played well. I know that DJ Moore is banged up. I know DeAndre Swift is banged up. And I don't think the Saints are just as horrendous as people thought. I will go nowhere near this game. And if the Bears want to get to where they think they can, they sure better win this football game at home against the Saints.
Right. It's at home. They've won 3 straight, right? I mean, this is one of those ones. So we've had this conversation about a couple different teams during the season. It's like, I mean, if you want to start to be taken real serious, this is a game you should absolutely win.
You have to win this game.
Yep. This is a game I might have been interested in if it stayed at 7. I might have been interested in Tennessee getting a little bounce with a new head coach, but it's now 6.5. I will stay away. Patriots are 4-2. A lot of good storylines here. Titans 1-5. Brian Callen out as head coach of Tennessee. Mike McCoy is in. This is also Mike Vrabel's return to Nashville, where he was obviously the head coach for the Titans. Patriots will try to do something they have not done since 1961. That would be win 3 straight regular season road games. Pats by 6.5.
That is wild. That stat is why you are who you are. The Patriots haven't won 3 straight regular season road games since 1960. Now, how's that possible?
That's what ESPN.com tells me.
No, they almost went undefeated. Like it's not.
They were undefeated.
Hang on.
Right.
But did they play? But did they play during that season 3?
Oh, so it's not
in a row.
3 road games in a row.
Consecutive.
All right.
In a row during the
So
season.
that's a very different statistic.
So,
All right.
3 in as many weeks.
All right. So they have to have played 3 consecutive. So then the statistic means nothing because how many times have they even had this opportunity to play 3 straight road games?
Let's find something to be mad at.
No. Okay. Fine. I'll just.
I don't know.
I'm not angry at you. I think that's a useless piece of information, but that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, New England is better. Drake May is turning into that quarterback that many people thought he could. Tennessee's not very good, and New England should absolutely win this game.
My only question, and I mean, this is what I would ask someone that played in the NFL, just how hard it is when you're playing 3 consecutive road games. Like, what is that like? I mean, you just so I don't know when the last time something like that is. It sounds like it hasn't happened for the Patriots in a long time, but I mean, to play 3 consecutive. I do like RJ's little Mike Vrabel part of this thing because I do think you get a bump when you bring in a new head coach and you fire the head coach. Like, okay, it's on the players now. But, I mean, Mike Vrabel coming back to a situation where I'm sure he didn't want to leave.
Yep.
Right? Little.
Probably wants to make a statement, right?
Let's stick it to the Titans and the way Drake May's playing right now. I think I saw a stat, too, that New England's defense is, I think, 4th in the NFL against the run. So we shut down the run, now put it all on Cam Ward. So I expect the Patriots to win. I might take this game.
Yeah, it's interesting. Dolphins and Browns, not an interesting game. Battle of 1 and 5 teams. If there's any matchup for the Browns offense, maybe this is it. They can get Dylan Gabriel going. So Dolphins defense ranks 29th in points per game allowed and 31st in yards per game allowed. As for Miami, well, Tua apologized to his teammates.
As a leader of this team, the comments that had been said, I would say I've made a mistake. I'm owning up to that right now. You know, I've talked to guys on the team about it, talked to the leaders about it, and they know my heart. They know that the intent was right, but no matter the intent, you know, the intent can be right, but when things get misconstrued or however the media wants to portray it, that leaves a void of silence and a lot of questions for the guys on our team.
Well, why are we blaming the media? I mean, he said what he said. He wasn't, pushed into saying that.
No, it's something that he clearly wanted to say. And not only did he, well, with the player thing, he didn't name players, so you can kind of, I guess, pick and choose who you think those players are. But I mean, it's also a terrible look for the coach.
Oh, it's bad for the entire organization.
Yeah,
it's really brutal. By the way, I think
and him, by the way,
this game, yeah, very bad.
Oh no, but if you're the one that's setting up like film sessions with players only, and the players aren't showing up to your meetings.
All right, and what is it going to be like after the fact now? Now, if you continue to do that, you'll never see anybody. To me, this game has zero juice and zero excitement. But the one thing I do find interesting, first time in a very long time, that you have 2 left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah,
opposing each other.
Is this the game we were talking about earlier with the little tease?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
No, I wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole. No.
Are you surprised at all that Cleveland's laying points or no? Just because Miami's such a mess.
Miami's
right, but Miami should.
I just think the best unit in this game is Cleveland.
But Miami should have beat the Chargers.
They certainly could have. Yeah.
Right. And I guess that the thing going on in Cleveland right now is, Myles Garrett has been saying it feels like a lot of the same, and he's really frustrated. But I guess the sports talk shows are like, well, you haven't had a sack in 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't you fix that?
I don't know if the left-handed quarterback stat. I feel like it's equal to my 3 consecutive road game stat.
But you didn't say your 3 consecutive road games properly.
No. I'm not saying it's a stat. I'm just saying it's just a unique piece of information that I think it's like 20 years since left-handed quarterbacks have opposed each other in a game. And it'll happen twice this year.
That seems tougher to believe, though, because there have been left-handed quarterbacks. There have been a bunch of them.
But they have not played each other. I think the last one was Michael
Sims
Vick and Chris Sims.
Yeah. There's been a ton of left-handed quarterbacks, though, right?
Maybe an exaggeration, but it's not like
you got Vick, you got Sims, you got Brunell, you got Booms.
Yeah, Brunell hasn't played in forever.
You got Steve Young.
Kellen Moore was a lefty.
Kellen Moore, Penix
he got
now.
a lot of run.
In 2015, he did.
Sunday at 4 o'clock, Colts are 5-1, Chargers 4-2. So it's been 30 years since Jim Harbaugh's best season came as quarterback of these Colts. 4th in MVP voting, had the league's highest passer rating. It's been a long time since Captain come back, but he's now back as Chargers head coach. Chargers, I know, Ray's into the uniform situation here. Going to wear all gold unis for the first time.
That's new.
I saw him.
Nice.
I don't love him. I saw him. But Tyler Warren, Dave's guy, leads all tight ends at the position, 370 receiving yards. I also saw that Joe Alt practicing. I don't know if he's going to play this week, but Chargers favored by 1.5.
Go Chargers, go!
This, to me, feels like a real litmus test for the Colts. Like, you look at who they've beaten. They got fortunate to beat Denver. They haven't played great teams. If you go on the road and beat the Chargers, I think that you put the NFL on notice. This would be a massive win.
Right, but how good are the Chargers right now, though?
Well, I don't think they're great, but I still think it'd be a good win.
Listen, I don't disagree with you. I think that there's a lot of people that would point to the teams that the Colts have beat and said, hey, are the Colts really that big, or they just haven't beaten anyone yet? So this is, like you said, a perfect opportunity to go on the road and beat the Chargers. I just don't know. I mean, the Chargers could have very easily lost the game to Miami.
They should have lost that game.
Right? So when you're not talking like just the offense has been great for the Colts, but the defense has been good too.
Very good. Yeah. Surprisingly good, actually.
Commanders, Cowboys, Dallas defense, not good, obviously. Last in yards, 31st in scoring, but this could change the way you look at the game. Dak Prescott, 11-2 career against Washington, has won 7 of his last 8 against the Commanders, 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions career, and at AT&T Stadium. He's been even better, 6-0 against the Commies, 17 touchdowns, no picks. Dallas getting a 1.5 at home.
Terry McLaurin, it sounds like he's not practicing and may not play in this game. So I don't know. I just think that the most complete team here, and you could probably say this every week with Dallas, is Washington. It's a brutal loss they suffered on Monday night, and I would expect that they answer the bell. But, this whole McLaurin thing has me kind of feeling away.
Well, they should be able to run the football, right? Against Dallas's defense.
They should be able to do whatever they want with their offense.
Right, but can they stop Dallas's offense? I mean, Dak, and here's the thing. So, Ray, tell me if this is wrong, but I thought I saw this. Is Dak's last 3 games, he's thrown 11 touchdowns and hasn't turned the ball over?
That's correct.
Right, and they're 1-1-1.
That's without CD.
Yeah, that's without CD.
Right, and he's making his return this week.
Yeah, you'll get him
Booker's
back.
Turpin's back.
You feel bullish on the Cowboys this week, Ray?
No, he doesn't trust their defense.
Offensively, I feel great.
No, I know that. But like, I like when you tell us that you're like, oh, you know what? I have a feeling about this. We're going to win this game.
Here's the thing. Like, which defense can make 2 stops in this game? Whichever defense can make 2 stops, that'll be the one that probably wins the game.
Right. And
there's insight. How about that?
I'll give you a little nugget, whether or not you guys want to take, like, if you're dabbling in this game or not. So, a couple of the things I read this morning. One of the weaknesses for Washington is their turnover differential is -3. What they struggle in, missed tackles and pass coverage, which may not be great when you get CeeDee Lamb back and you also got Dak playing at an MVP level. That might be tough.
Packers 3-1-1 visit the 2-4 Cardinals. Arizona offense looked pretty good with Jacoby Brissett last week. Kyler Murray been limited in practice while Marvin Harrison Jr. still working his way through concussion protocol. Cardinals getting 6.5 at home.
Yeah, Packers need to win this game. They need to just go in there and exert their dominance and win this game. And they were not great against Cincinnati. They're just better than Arizona, and they need to prove that this week.
Yeah, I think the 4 losses for the Cardinals is like a combined 9 points that they've lost the games by, and we all saw the one. I partook in the.
That was awful.
Maybe the worst loss.
I can tell you right now that'll be the worst loss of the season.
It might be the worst. It was the worst loss I think Tim Hasselbeck said he's ever seen in his whole life.
It was unbelievable.
I've never seen anything like that.
Sunday Night Football. What do the Niners look like on defense without Fred Warner? I don't really know. It doesn't happen. Falcons off that big win against the Bills. Jeff Ulbrich, you remember him? Well, he is now coordinating the best defense in the NFL in terms of yards allowed. That's 253 per game. This game, these 2 guys trained together in the offseason, Christian McCaffrey and Bijan Robinson. They now lead all running backs in yards from scrimmage this year in the NFL. Niners favored by 2.5 at home.
This is not going to be Purdy this week, right? You get another week of
Mac Jones. That's what it's looking like, and it also sounds like Ricky Pearsall's no-go
in this game. Listen, I don't sleep on Atlanta here. And you mentioned their defense. They've done a really good job. Remember, they traded next year's first-round pick to get guys that can get to the quarterback, and they really tried to upgrade this defense. Bijan is a stud. Kyle Pitts is a better version of himself. Drake London is very good. I like the Falcons. I'm not saying they win this game, but I think this is a fun, entertaining team on the rise here.
Well, I think what RJ said was the most important thing. Like, I mean, there's been so many injuries to this Niners team. Like, I mean, now you'll lose the quarterback of your defense going up against this offense where Bijan Robinson isn't just having a good season. He's having like a historical start to his season. Like, he's in the same conversation now. Like, I mean, I think he needs He needs 178 yards to become the first player since Marshall Faulk in 2000 to reach 1,000 through 6 games. Like, so that's how well he's played.
Oh,
and
that's right,
defense,
because they already had their bye.
Right, and their defense is buzzing around.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, by the way, you would think because they haven't run the ball well, 780 yards. Not too far behind him.
So he's awesome. I just worry about him the way you worry about Scadaboo.
Well, he's on pace to have like a 100-catch season. Which is not really what you want.
They put the ball in his hands too many times.
Yeah.
Too much. Too dependent on him.
Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bucks 5-1 travel to Detroit. Play the 4-2 Lions. The line here is 5.5. It's held steady all week. Very, very fishy, which means I'm going to get involved. Detroit's defense giving up at least 24 points in 3 of its first 6 games. They're going to play without Brian Branch, who had that suspension for 1 game upheld. Bucky Irving not expected to play. Emeka Ibuka, hamstring. He's not expected to play. Chris Godwin's got a fibula injury. Tampa's going to be shorthanded. They do get Mike Evans back, but like I said, 5.5 is your number.
5.5 is the number. It doesn't really make sense. It's confounding. Tampa is 5-1, and I don't really understand it, to be honest with you.
Well, I think the only thing that I would say is that Detroit at home, right? I mean, their offense at home is tough to stop.
Yeah, their offense, period, is tough to stop.
Right, so, I
Tougher
mean,
at home, yes.
is it a case, because a lot of these games that the Tampa's won has been late, right? You'll get Baker the ball late, and he'll find a way to get it done. Like, are you close enough late to give Baker that opportunity?
You may not be. And Jamison Williams had a good game on Sunday night, right, as they're set. Listen, that Detroit offense is elite. It really is.
I should mention, too, quickly, RJ, about that Atlanta game. Jake Matthews left the game previously, so he's been kind of a question mark as to whether or not he's going to play or not.
You wonder how younger teams, younger quarterback, and how they handle success, too. That's a big win against Buffalo. Now you're going to go on the road. 10 o'clock kickoff. Texans off their bye. They take on the Seahawks.
I forgot about that. Monday night, 10 o'clock kickoff.
Yep.
That's right.
Dave will be in a great mood. Tuesday, one of the better matchups. You got Derek Stingley Jr. against Jackson Smith.
In Jibba.
That's right. He leads the NFL, 696 receiving yards. Seattle by 3.5 is your number at home.
I like Seattle. I don't know that I like Seattle to cover the number, but they're a good team. That's a really good football team. Their coach is good. The quarterback, right? All these questions about Sam Darnold. Sure, Sam Darnold in the postseason. We don't know. But Sam Darnold is having another good season. He's proven himself that he's a good NFL quarterback.
He's having a really good season.
Yeah.
I think apparently from all the things that I've read going into this game, like the topic of conversation is how come we can't figure it out at home? Like what's so different? Because last year they were bad at home too. I mean, I think last year at home they were 3-6 at home last year,
and they might have like the best home field advantage just crowd wise.
But I mean, they're getting asked
NFL.
But they're getting asked questions now. Like the head coach is getting asked questions like, "What the hell's happening? You guys are unbelievable on the road, and you come home. We're supposed to have the 12th man, and we're not that good." Houston's off their bye. They had a great game against Baltimore, but I mean, what the hell is Baltimore at this point? Their defense is brutal. So, I mean, they have had their struggles scoring points offensively. Houston.
It doesn't make sense.
And also, why? Who knows? I may get involved there too. That's the league. We've gone around it. Ravens and Bills on bye.
Nice. You're a professional. Let's break a frenzy. 800-919-3776. Rapid fire calls, YouTube, Twitter. 1-800-919-3776. Go anywhere you want. We're doing it quickly. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, now let's see what's happening on the roads and bring her in. She is Debbie Duhane.
DNR, good morning. Good morning, company, on this Football Friday. Let's see what's going on. We've got some issues, guys, as you head to the Bronx River Parkway southbound right into the Cross Bronx. Some police department activity right on that ramp. LIE eastbound slowing down at New Hyde Park Road with a collision. Watch for slowdowns over on 36, closed in both directions by Rose Lane and Hazlitt. Accident with the down pole and wires. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car.
How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code USA.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Bet 365 is Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough.
It fires me up, man.
I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
All right, you ready to roll with the football frenzy?
I'm ready to roll. Let's go.
All right, here we go. I'm going to start on Twitter. Dr. Sean Lynn. Are the Colts the Vikings of a few years ago who won over 11 football games?
Oh.
I would say I don't know yet. I can't answer that yet because they're good. Their offense, they're a good football team.
Yes.
I need to see them beat a team that I consider to be very good. And their one win against a team that is good and will probably be a playoff caliber team. Denver pulled one of the most ridiculous defensive special teams plays in the history of football on that 60-yard field goal. So I don't know how good they are.
Well, I'll tell you this. So if they do win, say they go to Los Angeles and win, right, which is for you kind of like that moment where, like, okay, they beat a team that I think is a good team.
Yes.
They got Tennessee next. They'll win that
should be
game.
A win.
Then they're at Pittsburgh, and then they got the Falcons at home.
Right. Well, Falcons are good. I'm not sold on the Steelers. But, I mean, they definitely should be a playoff team.
Yeah, I mean, to start off 5-1, we'll see what happens with 5-1. We'll see what happens with Houston. Like, if Houston's figured this thing out offensively, or is it just that Baltimore's defense was that bad?
I would lean with the latter.
Because Houston's defense is great. Houston's
very,
got a good defense.
very good. And it's a real waste. And they should be better. Like, how are they not better offensively? It's not like, I mean, Stroud's supposed to be good. You have one of the better receivers in football.
Their offensive line stinks.
Yeah. Let's go to Johnny Westchester. Johnny, you're on the frenzy.
I have a fantasy question. Since I started Jonnu Smith last night, and all reports say Kittle's coming off the IR for Sunday night's game, I have my flex available in a wide receiver spot. So do I choose Myers, Robinson, or Kittle? 2 out of the 3.
I think Kittle. You got to go Kittle.
You got to go Kittle.
If he's healthy, I mean, he's the best option of those guys.
Especially if they're all banged up. I mean, they're going to get him the ball?
This guy, and he's a big Bucs fan, I get it. He must send me this question 50 times a week. Email, Twitter, YouTube. Let's answer it so I just can avoid this moving forward. Rashawn Hollis, is prime Baker Mayfield as good as post-40 Tom Brady? Yes.
Yeah, but Baker Mayfield right now is...
Baker Mayfield right now is top 3 for the MVP.
I think I would give him the MVP right now.
Okay. That's fine. But I'm saying, like, definitively top 3. He's awesome. So, yes, he's as good as post-40 Tom Brady. Please don't ask that question again. Shooter Stanford, our buddy. Shooter, you're on the frenzy.
The New York Football Giants, who are looking good. Do you think Jackson Dart will throw for 300 yards this year in a game? Let's go, Giants, baby!
300 yards in a game.
That's going to be a lot harder with no with no Malik Neighbors.
He doesn't have weapons, and the schedule is brutal. So, no, I would say no. But that doesn't mean that you can't get to the end of the year and you're not really wildly impressed with him. 300 yards with Wan'Dale Robinson as your number 1 alpha receiver is a hard thing to do.
Right. I mean, what are the most yards that he's thrown for this season so far?
I don't know that he's even over 200 yet.
I think he's thrown over. I think he's had a game.
Well, maybe the Saints game is a lot of garbage time, but no, he's not gone close to approaching 300 yards, and he's been very good.
I think it was like 202 was his most.
And he's been very good. Subi Midtown, Subi, frenzy, go.
Mac Jones, future Jets quarterback, yay or nay? What do you say?
Maybe in conjunction with a young quarterback you're going to draft. The Jets are drafting a quarterback.
Yeah, but let's not let what Mac Jones looks like right now really influence what we would think he would be on our team. Mac Jones is with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is also the same guy that was going to use a 3rd overall pick on him. So, Mac Jones in that offense, very useful. Mac Jones with Tanner Engstrand may not be so useful.
No, now if it's Mac Jones as the quarterback until the young guy is ready, fine. But I don't know that he would be willing to accept that role.
No, we're going to draft a quarterback.
Serge Vival wants to know, does Baker Mayfield win the MVP? I know you'll say yes. I will say no.
No, I'm going to say right now. We're 6 games into the season. Right now, who would you vote for right now?
I would vote for Mayfield.
Right.
At the moment. But I just, listen, he's got I think he's terrific. He's got his receivers who are all banged up. And I just believe that, Mahomes is playing at a really high level right now. And I think if it's even, they would go with Mahomes.
I'm just looking at their schedule. They don't have a crazy schedule. They got Detroit this week. They got New Orleans. They got a bye.
Well, Detroit's good, but they're that doesn't mean Mayfield won't have a good game.
Right. They could lose that game. He could have great numbers, but then they're at New Orleans. They got their bye. They got New England at home. They're at Buffalo's a tough game. They're at the Rams is a tough game. Then they got the Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers.
I think he's going to wind up top 3. You tell me right now, and I'm not saying at this moment, do you believe Baker Mayfield will win the MVP? I would say no. You can have a differing opinion.
No, I don't even know how to answer the question. Right now I would vote for him to win the MVP. He would be my vote, but
he's saying, do you project ahead? Do you think he's going to be the MVP of the league? You have to say no because it's not like he's not minus. He's plus.
No, I would. Right. Just betting wise, yeah, I would say no.
Right. Let's go to Paul in Manahawkin. Paul, you're on the frenzy.
If the Dolphins lose to the Browns, is it finally time to fire Mike McDaniel?
Yeah, it's possible. It could. But the only thing I'll say is they played a really good game last weekend.
Yeah, but if the building's falling apart, right? You got your quarterback up there talking about guys showing up late to players-only meetings. He looks like he might be done, he might be hoping he gets fired. The way he looks after some of these losses.
If you lose to Dylan Gabriel, a 6-foot left-handed quarterback in his...
just being a dog to Cleveland right now.
Yeah. It's bad. Lewis, Connecticut. Lewis, you're on the frenzy. Lewis! Great. That's phenomenal. All right, let's see. What else do we have? do you look at the Giants as a legitimate playoff contender?
Right now, no.
No. Do you
If they
understand
if
how
they beat
brutal
Denver,
the Giants' schedule is? I don't understand what is wrong with people.
if they go to Denver and win, I think your perception of them changes.
I agree with you. But even if you go to Denver and win, you're 3-4. Are you going to win in Philadelphia? Are you going to beat the Niners? Then it's the Packers and the Lions. Like, you almost couldn't script a more difficult schedule than they have. I think the Giants are clearly heading in the right direction. I'm excited about Jackson Dart, but it doesn't mean that you need to start thinking about playoffs right now at the moment.
No, I don't think so either. But if you go into Denver against that defense, I think that you're 3-4. Should be, I mean, at that point, you should be 4-3 because you should have beat the Saints if you didn't turn the ball over 5 times.
Yeah, that would be a real shame.
You can start having that conversation at least. So if I can go to Denver and win, why can't I go? You know what I mean? I've already beaten Philly. Why can't I go in Philly and win?
I know, but listen, I don't want to be morbid about the whole thing. I just think there's a better chance the Giants are staring like 2-8 in the face.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying, like, if Jackson Dart plays great, your defense looks good, and you beat Denver, I think that there's a lot of people, maybe not you, but I think there's a lot of Giants fans that are going to feel like, whoa, all right, maybe our expectations should change here a little
bit. And by the way, not that I wouldn't love it, I don't need to be a playoff team. If I continue to see Jackson Dart play well, he goes into Denver and they beat the Broncos and lose to the Eagles and lose to the Packers, and he's playing well, I don't need to be a playoff team. All I need is hope. And I feel like I have hope at the moment.
Right, you don't need to be, but it'd be great.
Oh, it'd be unbelievable.
Right,
but I just think I think you're getting wildly ahead of yourself. Corey Greenwich, Frenzy, go.
If the Jets keep on losing, should they try their undrafted quarterback, Cook? Is it worth trying him?
I would think that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, I think the progression would naturally be, if it's not working with Justin Fields, let's see what it looks like with Tyrod. And then, I mean, Tyrod's not part of your long-term future.
I mean, you really hear the cows when he's calling from out in the fields.
Yeah, you do.
Nice. All right, and there you have it. That's the frenzy. Let's come back, get to more of your football calls, and then we have the big 9 o'clock hour, and you know how terrific and bouncy that can be. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today.
Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY.
Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Special guests include Monica McNutt, Pat O'Keefe, and more. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
All right, now DNR with you, ESPN New York. I feel like we haven't really taken a ton of football calls today. I'm sure that's my fault, so I'll take the blame for it. 800-919-3776. Then, of course, the 9 o'clock hour gets frenetic. So let's get to the calls. I believe, and I feel guilty about this, but this is the burden I have to live with. I believe Robin has been on hold since like 6:05 this morning.
Wow.
So she's committed, maybe should be committed, being on hold for that long. But let's bring her in, the great Robin in Dobbs Ferry. Good morning, Robin. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. You know what? I had you on speaker the whole morning, so I've been doing errands, and it's not a big deal. So, I mean, chores, not errands. Obviously, I'm still home. Anyway, I have a quick take about Sunday's game, and I wanted to get your thoughts about it on the other side. I know we've all been giddy talking about Dart and Scadaboo this last week, and rightfully so. But I think if we're talking about a win on Monday, it's because Abdul Carter finally has his breakout game. Some people thought he was the best player in the draft, and except for Precious, Dave, I think you talked a little bit about this previously, he's been much better than his stat line suggests. If he can elevate his game on Sunday, it will be key. This is likely a low-scoring game. They have to get to Knicks fast because he's going to be testing that secondary all day long. And if we're talking about Carter along with Burns, Thibodeau, and Lawrence, then we can win, especially if the offense takes care of the ball. So that's my 2 cents. I just, it's something that we really need to talk about, especially with the low score.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you don't have weapons. And thanks for the call, Robin, right? You don't. And Philly was without Quinyon Mitchell. They were without Jordan Davis. Like, they were shorthanded in that game. And I'm not making excuses for Philadelphia. This Denver defense, we went over the sack numbers yesterday. They pressure the quarterback at an insane rate, and they have elite pass rushers. So I don't know how many points the Giants score in this game. So how do you win the game? You turn the other team over and you hold them to what they're able to do, because the Jets had a good game plan against Denver last week.
Right. I mean, you're going up against defense, second fewest points, just under 16 points. You saw what they do as far as putting pressure on the quarterback. Now, I don't know how much of that. I mean, Rich said 3 or 4 of the sacks were on Justin Fields. Just didn't get rid of the football. But I think average time to sack was close to 4 seconds. So I don't think you have a quarterback in Jackson Dart that has the same kind of, I don't call it mental lockup or whatever it is, like the unwillingness to get rid of the football, right? Like Jackson Dart's going to try to make a play.
Yeah, he's going to do it quicker, too. He's not going to hold on to the ball.
Well, right. I mean, listen, I don't know what's going on with Justin Fields. I don't know if he was nicked up, his knee, whatever it was. Just, I mean, they weren't using him to run the football. And then, until he saw it actually open, it was late and it was inaccurate. On the other side of it, as far as the defense for the Giants is concerned, I mean, Bo Nix didn't have Bo Nix was 4-10 in the second half against the Jets.
No, they could do nothing.
Right. I mean, they had 71 yards in the second half, Denver. So, yeah, listen, I mean, I think there's a chance that the Giants defense could do a good job against Jackson Dart. Against Bo Nix. I'm concerned about the other side of the football.
Would you, right now, Giants perspective, I say you're going to score 20 points. You taking it?
20 points against that D, yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd have to, right?
Yeah, I think you'd have to.
So then you're going to need your defense to step up and make plays, because if you want to hold them to under 20, that's a job well done.
All right, well, we're sitting here joking about it. Like, what's Pat Surtain going to do? Like, what's he going to do exactly?
I mean, I guess he'll just lock up and take Wan'Dale Robinson out of the game would be my guess.
Right. And the other thing that they do a really good job of this defense is how often they let the other team throw to the running back, which we didn't do at all. Right. I think Breece Hall had 14 ran 14 routes, wasn't targeted one time.
Right. And listen, Scatterbo, Tracy are capable in the passing game, so maybe the Giants go. It'll be interesting to see the offensive game plan the Giants come up with.
I can't wait. I'm honest to God, that's what I'm most excited about in that game, just to see how Brian Dable and Mike Kafka with a rookie quarterback go after this defense, opposed to what we did. Because it did not look. I mean,
this is a good email. Jake L wants to know. This was for the frenzy, which I missed, but do you think there's any chance Lynn Wan'Mel Miranda would perform at halftime ever?
Lynn Wan'Mel.
Lynn
Wan'Mel. I can't
get that. Get it.
Cannot.
Why would you bring that back? That probably affected Ray.
Why would I bring
night.
it back? I mean, when I screw up, all you guys do is bring it back.
Right, but you don't. That's like a like on the Mount Rushmore of Puerto Ricans. I mean, Juan Manuel is at the top. I mean,
yeah,
you heard how Raymond talked about him.
I get it. I mean,
he's a bad guy. He is a bad guy.
On me.
Call it what it is. He's a bad guy.
No, I didn't bring it up. It was sent to me.
You just said that you regret not bringing it up in the frenzy. You're a bad guy.
Just because it was a frenzy question.
Very nasty.
You're a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy. So you have a epic mistake. So should I not bring up refrills?
I mean, again,
some gave all, others also gave all. Where do I draw the line?
You're the talent. I'm not supposed to be speaking. It's frowned upon for me to be speaking to begin
but
with.
It's like, I mean, you didn't. I mean, if you had messed up Lawrence Taylor's name to the point where it sounded like you were stroking out, we would. I mean, would it be nice to bring that back?
Yeah, you guys would bring that back consistently.
Of course we would. But
what's the name of the show?
Yes.
What's the name of the show?
DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Right, correct.
Right.
But featuring Santillo and Santiago,
That's
which
right.
it says on the hat.
See, in very little lettering that you haven't really obviously picked up on, it's DNR WRR.
I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah, no, it's all over.
It's not on
the billboards say that.
It's not on any of the show branding. The hats are unofficial.
So what do you want me to do when I go to break? Say you're listening to DNR with role players, Santillo and Santiago.
With those other guys.
Why do you got to call them role players?
Yeah,
they're not role players.
They're not on the marquee.
This is what happens when
exactly.
This is what happens when he stays up too late watching old guys play football on Thursday.
Let's call it out.
He's ornery. He wants to rumble.
You've been on one today.
No,
you're attacking everyone.
Yes.
How so?
You just argued with me in the commercial break about Joe Gibbs. we just argued about freaking Joe Gibbs.
Well, you told me he was dead.
I did not say that.
You're like, Joe Gibbs, he's not alive. I'm like, Joe Gibbs not alive.
I asked, is Joe Gibbs even still with us? I wasn't sure.
You guys know what this is, though, because this is the beauty of Dave Rothenberg. Is he still feels a way of how John put him as the nickel corner on our football team.
I want to let me play near the line of scrimmage, please.
Rick's the star quarterback. RJ, you're this. Ray, you're this. Dave, you're like the nickel corner.
Yeah, he put me in a nickel. I'm like, why nickel? Put me in a dime. Or you know what? Make me the long snapper.
Well,
the way I've been.
It feels like long snapper is very important, but it feels like what we've come across is the just continued breakdown of your relationship.
Erosion.
Yeah,
the erosion
I don't
of the
think
So.
relationship.
Erosion. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think so.
I think so.
So Ray has one of the great missteps we've had on the show with Lynn Wan'Mel Miranda.
See, you can't even say it.
And I can't say it incorrectly.
You just did say it correctly.
But that's how you said it.
I said what you said. I had to think of what the actual name was that you said.
Yeah, right.
And I'm just supposed to leave. Oh, you know what? Then if that's what you want, I won't be the guy that brings up funny things that happen on the show.
I got some real nice nuggets for our football pick.
Well, I don't have time for nuggets now.
No, I'm just I'm trying to.
You don't have time for nuggets.
All right, I have to pay close attention to the clock.
I'm trying to get us out of this.
John said you're very close to playing on base downs.
Yeah, but close to base downs. I'm trying to get us out of this.
I'm going to be the
so
Bryce
we can
Huff
tease
of this organization soon.
You're going to be on the punt coverage soon is where you're going to be.
I'm going to be on IR.
Bryce Huff's been a nice player for us.
Yeah, of course. You guys resuscitate careers that are dying because you're well coached.
You are well coached.
Maybe you are too. We don't know.
Maybe. Let's break, come back, make fun of no one, and really focus in on Nuggets and the NFL. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The great Jordan Raanan.
If they do something good in this game, it's going to be because of Jackson Dart and doing stuff with his legs. And we're going to be sitting here next week, and Dave is going to be through
naked. I'll be naked.
You're going to be talking with your butt cheeks?
Probably. Probably.
Can't wait for that.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I'm an awful, happy, butt cheek open guy. That's who I am right now.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
No exaggeration. Giants win this game, and you're going to get. I'm going to be shot out of a cannon on Monday morning.
All right. I mean, that's what I would expect.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be crazed.
All right. Let's go. I mean, so Jackson Dart. You heard Raanan. Jackson Dart's going to use his legs.
Yep. Robin's right, though.
Need more
the
help.
Defense needs to play a good game. Like get pressure on Bo Nix. I know Sutton's good. I know it's gonna. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and then we can revisit this on Monday. Who's gonna have a monster game
for the
Broncos?
Yeah, it's gonna be Evan Ingram.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah,
I like 7 for 92 and a touchdown. Like something you're like, oh, for God's sakes. I mean, how many big drops did that guy have in his Giants time?
Yeah, quite a few.
Quite a few.
Now, listen, Darren Waller's playing good ball too.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't bother me as much. The Ingram one bothers me. You didn't really invest a ton in Waller. Like Ingram was a
but there was,
pick.
there was a level of excitement for Waller.
No, I thought he was gonna be good, and Raanan got me all excited too. That's fine.
Listen, I mean, Denver's offense was not good. I mean, Denver's
bad.
offense was not good against the Jets. I mean, like I told you, it's 71 yards in the second half. I mean,
they only scored 13
points.
Apparent how the Jets were kind of running them over defensively.
Right. I mean, they had 13 points. So, and Bo Nix Bo Nix hasn't been, as good as he was last year. I don't think.
No. And all that being said, they're still sitting here at 4-2.
Right.
And should be 5-1.
And should be 5-1.
And could be 6-0.
That speaks.
Seriously, like the Chargers game, they led in the fourth quarter, and it looked like they had a real chance to win. The Colts game, they should have won. So, yeah, you're right. They are not a great football team, but they have a great defense. They're really tough at home. They have one of the better coaches in the NFL. This is, people are just like, oh, you go and you beat Denver, and then that would be a massive win for the Giants this week.
Right. I mean, but you're still talking about, how great does the offense have to be when your defense is giving up less than 16 points a game? I think they're giving up like 254 yards per game. So, that's just their defense and the amount of pressure and sacks and what Benito's turned himself into.
Right. This is a massive test.
It's going to be a big test for them, yeah.
Big test. And for
you do have a
Dart,
Broncos team coming back from – you do have a Broncos team coming back from London, though.
Right. So they haven't been home in weeks, right? They went Philly, over to London, back. So teams can choose whether they want to take a bye after.
That's correct.
Right. And I guess teams now choose to not do that.
Yep.
Giants have their bye. It really works out well week 14.
That's nice, yeah.
So that's really, really perfect.
Really recharge
RJ just asked me a question. I would say no, but you tell me.
Yep.
Giants win this game. Are we starting to have the playoff conversation?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
No, I'm not doing it.
Well, no, you don't have to, but there's a real chance that Philly could lose in Minnesota. So now Philly's 4-3. You got a chance to now go into Philly. You've already beaten Philly. Washington could lose to Dallas. And you could all be sitting there just, all jumbled up.
I'll tell you right here, right now. If the Giants win this division, the four of us are going to the restaurant that you guys choose.
Okay, perfect.
What you want to go to? What is it? The place Jackson Dart couldn't get into? We'll get there. We wherever you guys want to go.
Fort Charles.
What is it? Fort Charles?
Yeah, we go to the corner store. You name it.
Then we'll go to the corner store. We'll go to Luger's. You name it. We're there on my dime.
Did you just drop a Fort Charles?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I did. I said it. It was where Jackson
I didn't
Dart called
remember
Eli to go to.
what the number was, but I remember it was something Charles.
I couldn't do it on principle, by the way.
The discounted free Charles.
Yeah.
It could be the three of you. I couldn't do it.
What do you mean?
On principle, I can't do that.
So you're telling me if you had to live with the Giants winning the division, you couldn't?
I just gave because it's the Giants winning the division.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go?
On principle, I can't.
Would you send a proxy?
Do you want me to send the proxy?
I don't. You tell me. You want to send John? John would like to. Brownshire would go.
I'm sure John. Well, John would go without
Well,
saying.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You still got Washington at home.
Right.
So there has been a team
and I
that's
got the Cowboys at home.
You got the Cowboys at home. Here's the thing with Washington's schedule. Say they go into Dallas and they lose. It's back and forth, and Dallas ends up winning that game. Then they're at Kansas City. They host Seattle. Seattle on the road is a real problem.
Real problem.
Then they got Detroit. So there, you're talking about right there. That could be. There's a potential to have 4 straight losses there.
Okay, fine. So even if you take Washington out of the mix, let's just say for argument's sake, for this exercise, Washington is not going to win the division. Fine, take them out.
Okay, do you think Dallas is? How good is Dallas' defense? They're
I don't
awful.
think they're great.
Right. So the team that you're worried about is, I guess Philly. But who knows what's happening?
And by the way, Philly is 2 games ahead of you right now.
Oh, you're playing Philly next week.
I know. You're 11-point underdogs.
Well, that's fine. I think that number definitely. If they beat Denver, that number's not going to be 11.
No, it'll come shooting down.
I got to look at Philly's schedule right now.
Philly does not have an easy schedule. Philly doesn't have an easy game this week.
Then Philly's got their bye. So Philly goes at Minnesota's got then bye. Then they're at Green Bay.
Brutal.
Detroit.
Brutal.
At Dallas.
Not an easy game.
Host the Bears. At the Chargers.
Not easy.
They got Vegas at home, and then they got at Washington, at Buffalo, host Washington.
Yeah, that's. By the way, can we stop with the you play a team twice the last 3 weeks of the season, please?
They probably figured that these would be the 2 teams. No, they're not dumb. One was in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, but
the
why
other
do
one
I need to see them play twice in the last 3 weeks?
Because they
have them
think
play week 8 and the last week of the season.
Well, because they think those are going to be the 2 teams that are fighting for the division.
Well, I saw they could coming up in the rear.
I saw another schedule like that too.
Pardon?
Where they had the same thing. Everything, RJ. Why is everything got to be related to the rear with this guy?
Why do you take? The little engine coming up in the rear does not have anything to do with the bottom.
It doesn't.
Why do we keep doing this?
It doesn't, but you just
can't help it.
It's just your track record the last 10 or so days. Just
right. We're gonna have to get
even if I do have an affinity towards the bottom, what would be so wrong with that?
Stephen A. over here.
Nothing.
Yeah, but the difference is I think it's his bottom, though, RJ. Ray.
Listen.
You're going to have to get you one of those Cal Rally T-shirts.
I'm not apologizing to anybody.
No, you should.
What you do with your bottom is your own business.
Yeah, you're into what
my team wins games, I become fixated on the bottom.
Become? We're already there.
Whoa. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to go to calls. I'm going to go to calls right now.
I don't know if I love that pause right there.
What are you playing the role of Rick today?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. That was dangerous.
This is the first time I had to use the buzzer on RJ.
Holy goodness. RJ, I don't know if that's a fair question.
It got warm in here.
That got real personal.
My God. Don't you worry about what I do.
I'm not going to anymore.
You got the answer to that question. What do you want my football nuggets?
Now?
All right, here's some good nuggets. You're going to like these nuggets, okay? I don't know why I'm helping you guys, but I feel like I just want to help everybody. So, last week, okay, public bets. Here are the teams that got the most bets last week. It was the Lions, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Rams.
This is last week.
This is last week.
All right.
The public is getting absolutely slaughtered.
Well, they usually do.
Okay, so public in week 1 was 1-4. Week 2 was 1-3. Week 3, 0-3, 1-4, 1-3, and 1-3 in week 6.
Just the most wagered on games.
Yeah, so the most bets were on those teams. Public's taken an absolute beating. This week, the most bets have been on the Colts, the Giants, the Bucks, and the Seahawks.
The Colts, the Giants,
Bucks,
the
and Seahawks.
And the Seahawks.
Yep.
But you do know what the public does, right? They react off of what they've just seen.
That's right.
So the Colts just gave you they've been playing well, good performance, right? Who did not? The Chargers did not give you a good performance.
Right.
The Giants gave you a great performance. The Broncos did not give you a great performance. The Bucks gave you their easiest win of the season.
Yeah.
Sorry, RJ. Right? So, and the Lions, what did they do? Did not give you a good performance. And then what's the last one?
The Seahawks.
And the Seahawks just gave you a great performance.
Right.
So, the public gets so crazy about what they've just seen, and that's how they make their determinations.
Yep. Okay, so there's some betting nuggets. Here's some nuggets for potential games you may take.
Mm-hmm.
So RJ had mentioned coach fired in Tennessee, Mike Vrabel coming back to Tennessee. What does that mean for the locker rooms? I thought this was an interesting stat. So since Christian Gonzalez has come back.
He's very good, by the way.
Yeah. They are 3-0, and they're giving up just 17 points a game with Christian Gonzalez.
Right. And
So
that's the
a little-
last thing you would think a rookie quarterback who's struggled mightily needs to see is an elite cornerback.
Right. Little nugget for the Saints-Bears game. You already know this because he only won one game. Spencer Rattler, 0-5 on the road. They are averaging under 12 points a game on the road. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams is 7-3-1 against the spread at home in his career.
How about that? And he didn't even have a good year last year.
Okay. Vikings, Eagles in the last. So Philadelphia's been outgained in every game this season. In their last
That's
five,
amazing.
right? In their last 5 quarters that they've played, they've been outscored 52-17. In their last 5 quarters.
That's right.
Right. So
they didn't score in the
Vikings
second half, and then they were outscored 34-17 to the Giants.
Vikings since the start of last season are 9-2 at home, and they are 4-1 straight up as an underdog since 2024.
I won't take that game, but if I had to, I would take the Vikings to win that game.
Okay. So this is some hope for Jets fans. I wanted to include this because this is some hope from Jets fans. This could be the game that we finally win. Carolina 0-3 on the road, average just 15 points a game on the road. They allow almost 32 points a game on the road. Bryce Young is 1-15 on the road in his career as a starter.
Oh God!
So those are promising numbers for the
very promising
the Jets.
So I guess it's like if the Jets offense doesn't do something this week, when will they ever?
Right. If they can't, right. I mean, you got a team, defense played really good against Denver. You got a team that only scores, 15 points a game on the road and gives up 32. If you can't score against them, even without Garrett Wilson, then what the hell's happening?
So I want you to react off of this because I'm too close to it, and this guy that sends the email thinks that I'm being ridiculous. A massive win? ? Everyone knows what you're trying to do. Make a very winnable game an amazing win to further hype up the Giants. That's not what I think I'm doing.
Win. What do you mean? That'd be a huge win to go into Denver and win against the league's best defense.
That's what I think.
With no Malik neighbors.
That's what I like. I think that would be a massive win.
Right, and you just said it. I mean, this team could very easily be 5-1. Now, I mean, they could easily have lost the Jets game too, but still.
Sure.
I mean,
but this is a very good football team. You're on the road. You just had what I think is a massive win against Philadelphia. If you follow that up, if you win 3 out of 4 games over the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Broncos in Denver, right. I'm sorry. That's a massive win.
It's a massive win, and you should have beaten New Orleans. You're talking about a Denver team that, I mean, has won 3 straight. They just beat Philly in Philly. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know who this guy is. But you're a 7.5 point.
I don't know.
You're a 7.5 point dog.
Right.
You got your best offensive weapon is out going against. I mean, Benito in this defense.
Good luck. A rookie quarterback make. I know New Orleans is a road game, but Macon is this is a very difficult place to play.
Yes. Yeah, so. I don't. But that's again. They don't react to people like that.
I just wanted to see if it was me being ridiculous.
No, I mean you're talking about if you win this game now, your 3 wins this season with a rookie quarterback are against the Chargers at the height of their powers, where it looked like they were the best team in the AFC, the Eagles, and then in Denver. I mean, those are 3 impressive wins.
Very impressive. If you were to get the 3rd.
You saw what the Jets' offense just looked like against Denver's defense. We had minus 10 passing yards. We had 82 total yards.
45 passing yards.
45 passing yards. And the only reason we actually scored points was because we had a 72-yard kickoff and a turnover that we got a combined 4 net yards in those two drives.
Unbelievable. Let's go to a couple calls quickly, and then we'll bring in RJ for the stuff that you missed. Edgar, Bloomingdale. Edgar, good morning.
You could talk all you want. Good morning. You guys could talk all you want. Jets still going winless.
No.
Come on.
No.
Yeah.
I just gave you nice stats, Edgar.
Unless they beat Cleveland at home, they're done. And now you have Cincinnati scheduled with Flacco. You're not winning that game.
So I got to be so negative, Edgar.
Well, listen, Edgar. There's nothing special about the Jets. They're not a good football team.
Listen,
we established that. You're right. Winless.
And everyone's got I'm sorry to interrupt. Everyone's got to stop hating on you, Dave. The Giants are doing this with two rookie dudes, Scatterboo and Dart. Stop the hate. If they win against Denver, of course it's huge. Stop
you know what it is, Edgar?
Come on,
people
man.
Honestly, people are jealous right now. Like if you're, and I would be too. Yeah. If you're a Jets fan, you look at the Giants and you're jealous because and I don't think we're going anywhere, but at least there's some juice. I have two things the Jets don't have. Hope on a young quarterback and some excitement to watch my game on Sunday.
And the Jets are apparently not going to win
Rico's going for 200 scrimmage yards again. I don't care. He's going again. Rico, definitely book it.
No,
that's great.
And thanks for the call, Edgar. They're not going winless.
That's not the energization I need right now.
No, you need more.
By the way, if you're wondering, we're getting Cleveland off the bye also.
Rich, all this positivity surrounding the Giants and the Giants facility and the players and the energization. I don't know if that's a word. At least I caught it. So I love it. I make fun of Ray. How could you do this? What's wrong with it? I make fun of you. Oh, this is not right. Now it's just like, let's go right after Dave.
Yep.
And I'm fine with it. But then when I go after you guys, don't give me a hard time. Just
other thing about Cleveland, too, that we should mention. We're not there yet, but Cleveland's home losses were a 17-16 loss to the Bengals. That was when they had Joe Burrow in week 1.
And they beat the Packers.
They beat the Packers at home, and then they lost to Minnesota 21-17 at home. So,
but that was in Europe.
Oh, yes, right. But that was they consider it a home game. Still, I mean, their defense is legit.
Let's go, Brian, Rockville Center, and then we'll get right to stuff you missed. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, guys. Thank God for the Islanders win last night because then both my Jets and Islanders would be
Bo
winless
Horvat.
to start the season.
Let's go.
Big
Bo
win.
Horvat, nice little hattie. How realistic? I know it's a little premature still. How realistic is for Aaron Glenn to be one and done? The way he spoke to Aaron Rodgers, and now that came back and smacked him in the face. The way he's talking to the media, and on paper, this team was supposed to win 5 or 6 games. There's no reason for this team to be 0-6. So how realistic? And with the culture and everything like that, he may have ruined the culture what he did before halftime last week, and everything that's in the locker room. You see Garrett Wilson getting aggravated. How realistic is this for this guy to be?
Well, the reality, and thanks for the phone call, Brian. The reality is that the Jets are a dysfunctional mess. So, I mean, if they win 2 games and you don't trust that he's the right guy, a good organization would eat the 4 years and they would find the right guy and select the quarterback.
Correct.
I mean, I think that, our past history would say that we're not going to eat the 4 years and we'll let Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji pick the quarterback and then proceed to screw that quarterback up.
My concern would be they're not well run.
No.
So, to sit here and project, if they go 1-16, do they make? I don't know what they'll do. I have no idea what they'll do. I know what they should do.
Well, I think you know what their track record would say they would do. Is
they're probably going to bring it all back and say, hey, these guys didn't have a fair chance. And I just don't know how you could look at the Jets. I don't want to get into the whole debate now. How you could look at the Jets and say to yourself, man, I trust this regime to draft a young quarterback.
No, I think it would go back to the fork in the road thing we would talk about. And the turn a good organization would take and the turn that the bad organization would take.
Right. That's right.
You would just cut your losses. Hey, I don't care what people think. We made a mistake. He's not ready. It's not the right time for him.
You make mistakes. It happens all the time.
Right.
I tell my boys this all the time. You're going to make mistakes. It's how you react off of those mistakes that defines you as a person or, in this situation, an organization.
Right.
And if you double down on this would-be mistake, I think, then you deserve everything you get on the other side of it.
Yeah, but right now their history would tell you that they make the wrong decision.
Yes, that is correct. RJ?
Hi.
RJ?
Hi.
There you are.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
You clean up after that last comment you were making?
What did I? Oh, yeah.
My team wins games. I become fixated on the bottom.
Become? Already there.
Oh my! I can't believe we just replayed that. I can't believe.
I'm
Raymond, I've been dumb for way less.
In hindsight, probably a mistake.
Hindsight,
because I just realized
this is almost like one notch below having one of the 7 words you can't say in a rejoin.
Well, here's the thing, you tried to say fixated, and you said asphyxiated.
I did not say asphyxiated.
You totally did.
I did not. No, I did not.
Which makes it a lot worse.
That's what he likes.
I did not say asphyxiated.
You got the bum play with the asphyxiation.
I did not say asphyxiated.
Now we're talking.
I did not. Play it again.
Now it leads to what RJ was talking about.
Well, I'm not going to do it again.
Play the beginning and then pot it down quickly.
I'm not going to do it again.
Play it again and then pot it down quickly.
Feels too risky.
I think we've already went past that line.
Yeah, when you have Rick throwing up flares, I mean.
Throwing up flares. I was shocked that you said it.
Well, but I can get why you would
It's
think
all
that.
because of Rick.
It's because
That's the truth.
all I did was repeat what he said. You pointed it in that direction. Yeah, I blame you.
Because if Rick doesn't set the tone and turn us into a 15-year-old sophomore humor, nobody reacts like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing that one can argue that's what makes the show. Unfortunately,
It's an alarming pause.
Whatever you want to say.
It was an alarming pause.
What I said, there's nothing wrong with where the interpretation that you took us to. Now,
Yeah, I don't really have.
So
a
it's
problem
our
with-
fault?
I don't really have a problem with what RJ said. To be
Are you
honest
guys
with
nuts? I can't say. I get in trouble for saying balls, and then you say that.
so you say it again.
Say it again.
All right, let's do anything
You're also
else.
not supposed to say penis on the air.
Oh God. Anything else you want to get out there while we?
I
have
want to
more
do stuff you missed. I called RJ out for the stuff you missed. Then you started saying I'm saying asphyxiated.
What's more stats?
Now,
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Oh! Put in the box!
the you missed.
Boy, we may as well just take the bleep out of the intro.
I love this.
We'll
I
just-
love this
may as well
show.
just say it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy. Some good football last night. Bengals 33, Steelers 31. Field goal at the end win for Cincinnati. Joe Flacco, 3 touchdowns, 342 yards. Jamar Chase, 16 catches, 161, and a score. Aaron Rodgers goes for 249, 4 touchdowns, but 2 picks in the loss. And Joe Flacco.
That was a good pick, though, that guy made on the sideline there.
That was not a good pick. That was an
great.
unbelievable interception.
Joe Flacco, he loves football.
I love doing this. I've been doing it for such a long time. When you're out there with the guys and you're doing what you want to do and you're having success and you can look in each other's eyes and just like you get that feeling, of bonding with somebody else and just it's a lot of fun. And it's a lot more fun when that clock hits 0 and you've gotten the job done.
He says looking in the eyes with the guys. They may as well be introducing each other. Hey, I'm Joe. Who are you? I've been here 6 days.
Yeah, but he helped him
And
win.
how good does he look?
He's got Jamar Chase going.
Looks
And
great.
what a great decision that was by T. Higgins late when he caught that ball
it
and
down.
just slid down at the 6-yard line.
That's always that celebratory like post game shower is the best. Everyone's in a good mood. Did you ever hear the story about Biz? Did you guys ever listen to Spittin' Chicklets?
Yeah, once in a while.
Not much. No.
So here's the difference between. I just give you like the RJ. You'll appreciate this because you've been around a lot of hockey players. So like Biz was a healthy scratch. Didn't play in his full suit. So he had done his workout, got showered. Team wins, comes down, and he takes his suit off and showers with the guys.
Sounds like Biz.
to celebrate.
Sounds like Biz.
Do you like the relaxed outfit entrance for hockey?
The dress
players?
code?
Yeah.
Nah. I always wanted the no dress code to go like pregame skate and stuff, but I did like the idea of showing up to the games in a suit.
I was going to say maybe it's like the old man in me. I like that hockey play. I like that hockey coaches are still suited and booted.
People just
Well,
they
so
don't
not
want
all
to
of them
dress
were.
anymore. They don't want to.
Well, you
I
wanna
remember when I
stifle
was a
your fashion.
kid, people used to get dressed up to fly.
Well,
Yeah.
that I get. But coming into the arena.
There's also smoke on planes.
Yeah.
Yes, also true.
Aaron Rodgers now, by the way, 5th all-time in NFL passing yards, passing Big Ben.
How gross defensively was that 3rd and 18 play
Ugh.
that they scored the touchdown on?
Unbelievable. Yeah, but that was a forget that though. Like they're just like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's moving around. He's creating time.
You can still sling that thing, even on the Hail
slings
Mary attempt. Like it got there.
So I saw the Hail Mary, the stats and info had it like 69.8 yards, which is the longest throw since 2017.
He's still throwing it 70 yards.
Flacco too.
He has a great arm.
These guys, they could still throw it. Austin Matthews scores in overtime. Leafs beat the Rangers 2-1. You guys mentioned Bo Horvat, natural hat trick. Islanders first one of the season 4-2 against the Oilers at UBS.
Well, maybe he just fell down.
Yeah, that would be another one. I got to figure what the hell's going on. What happened to him?
Yeah.
Anthony Stoll. How about Anthony Stolarz? Like talk about goalies are tapped. Helmet comes off and he's still bombing around trying to make saves with no helmet on.
What a night for Toronto, huh?
I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle there.
Great question. Great question.
That is a good question.
They made 2 saves without his helmet off. Without his helmet on.
You want Jacques Plante is your idol? Well, here you are.
His life was legitimately in danger. For
I'm not
a few
even joking.
seconds there.
Google Johnny Bauer highlights. There are plays in front of the net where he gets high stuck in the face like 16 times, and he's still fighting for pucks.
Is it high stuck or high sticked?
Or whatever it is, high stuck, stick, energization.
Well,
whatever
why
you
in
want to call
why
it.
in the NFL a helmet comes off, they blow it dead immediately. NHL, they're like, no, continue to play.
Yeah, let's keep battling.
Hockey players. Timo Meyer, goal and assist, home opener for the Devils to win against the Panthers, 3-1.
That's the Fighting LaGrecas to you.
Donnie's just in heaven.
Stick a pitchfork in him.
Stick a pitchfork in him.
By the way, absolutely, I'm not sure this is a thing that many people care about that they missed. Absolutely electric moment. I only saw the highlights, but at Bell Center, Cole Caulfield. So there was an empty net, and it was blocked by
I think it was Lane Hudson that blocked it.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then he gets it up head to Caulfield. And I don't remember the last time an arena sounded louder than when he did
that place. Have you ever watched the game there?
In person, no.
I would say it bucket list thing, because Montreal's a great city too. And their hot dogs are phenomenal.
I was at the last Rangers game in the Forum.
The Bell Center is, dude, how it's built,
Yeah.
everything, all the seats are kind of it's real steep. They're all over you. It's even at pregame skates, they have hundreds of people there watching pregame skates. This place is awesome.
Can I be honest with you guys for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be honest.
And you're like, how could you not? I don't really understand the story you just told at all about Cole Caulfield.
Just how electric the building was.
But I don't, what happened that it went so crazy, RJ?
He tied the game. So they had pulled the goal.
Oh, okay.
And there was a shot on net, but there's no goal in. It was blocked by Lane Hudson. And then he blocked it, gets it off ahead to Cole Caulfield, who scored with 50 seconds left and no goal.
Gotcha.
And then he won the game in overtime. Brady Tkachuk, you mentioned the Sens, going to be out 6 to 8 weeks after thumb surgery. Dodgers beat the Brewers 3-1 in Game 3 of the NLCS. They're one game from a sweep. You could play that drop of Adam Sandler's. I am dumb. You are smart. Blue Jays pull even with the Mariners. ALCS all even at 2. Max Scherzer, big for performance for the Jays. Kurt Cignetti to Penn State. Well, not if Indiana has anything to say about it. 8-year, $93 million contract extension for Kurt. I don't know if that takes him fully off the table, but it definitely does.
Did you guys?
No. See, that doesn't take him off the table. All it does is make the buyout higher. I guarantee he doesn't finish as the coach at
Did
Indiana.
you guys see the tweet though?
Guaranteed.
Did you guys see the tweet of how quickly he's made as much money as he's making now?
He went from $128,000 to $11 million.
Nice. Wild.
Well,
Nice.
he was at James Madison before that because I believe he was under Saban's staff. He could have if it wasn't Saban, someone in the SEC, he could have just stayed an assistant.
He is something.
And
too,
he's like,
huh?
no, I want to go. I think he went down to make $200,000 his first head coaching stop because he just wanted to be a head coach, and that was 10 years ago.
At James Madison, right?
Before that, yeah.
Oh, that's not his first job?
That was not his first job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Jaden Ivey, Pistons guard, going to miss 4 weeks. He needed knee surgery. Bucks and guard A.J. Green agreed to a 4-year, $45 million extension. Hornets waived Spencer Dinwiddie, former Net, 3 months after signing him. And AC Milan thinks that Christian Pulisic is out a month after he hurt his hamstring in that friendly for the U.S. men's national.
Is Spencer Dinwiddie someone you think about?
Yeah. He's not a point guard.
How somebody like that gets because he's got talent.
Yeah,
Elon, by the way.
Yeah.
Elon Rick is where he Kurt Cignetti coached.
I did not think this at all. Do you know how old he is?
62, 3?
64.
He's older than that.
Yeah, he wanted to be head coach. He was in his mid-50s.
But I thought he was younger than that.
He also coached at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
No, he doesn't look old. He's got no gray hair.
Well, because I don't think that's his natural color.
Well, who knows?
I'm pretty confident.
That's stuff you missed.
That's nice. Well done by you. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Picks. I got to get back rolling. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Bring her in. Say have a great weekend to our dearest friend, the great Debbie Duhane.
DNR, have a fantastic weekend. I've got some traffic nuggets for you right now. Let's see what's happening. LIE eastbound slowing down right through Sunnyside Boulevard, getting out through Plainview. It's an accident being cleared. Troubles on 84 East, exit 32 into Maybrook. It's an accident with injuries. Stop and go on the westbound BQE at the LIE with some earlier problems cleared. Eastbound Gowanus slowing down up through the Prospect. Traffic sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. Go Jets, go Giants. I'm Debbie Duhane, 880 ESPN, New York.
D'Agostino, law, bite back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bathfitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
All right, well, we love this song, and we hear it with a bit of sadness today. Ace Frehley, at the age of 74, has passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
74 doesn't feel that old anymore.
Well, because the older you get, 74 becomes younger and younger and younger.
Well, I know it's like my parents are in their 70s
right?
now. It just doesn't feel old anymore.
But yeah, so 74 is
that's sad.
Sad, very sad, very very sad. All right, are we ready to get into our picks for the week?
Oh yeah.
Okay, fire it up, Ray.
NFL picks.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs and lay the net of
DNR.
All right, before we start with any of it, our picks presented by Bally Bet and by Amazon Pickup. RJ, if you would.
Boy, if you're going to take the Chiefs, you really will have to lay the tonight.
No, you'll have to lay the 12 and a half.
All righty, so still all pretty bunched up. I was 2-1 last week. I am 9-9 on the season. Ray and Rick are 8-10. Dave 7-11. I control the board, and Dave, if you will.
You want me to go first?
Why don't you bet lead off?
On the heels of my 0-3 week last week.
Well, you got to turn around right here, right now.
It's gonna, and it starts now. All right, I like the Colts. I think they're a good football team. That's a playoff caliber football team. They don't, from my money, have a signature win yet. I thought that Jacoby Brissett, up and down the field on him last week, could have lost that game. Chargers, I buy into the coach. Joe Alt might play. Vidal played very well, and they have the better quarterback. I'll take the Chargers and lay the 1.5. I'm sorry to do this to someone on the show, but I have to. I'm going to go out Sunday Night Football, and I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons plus the number. I get Atlanta plus 2.5. I mean, the Fred Warner loss is as big a loss you could have on the defensive side of the football as any team around the league. Atlanta's good. Atlanta's defense is very good. I've never seen a team this banged up like San Francisco is right now. Juan Jennings is not healthy. Ricky Pearsall is continued to be banged up. and I know they keep going to Christian McCaffrey just continuously, the overuse of him would also get me nervous. Kittle comes back, which is big. I'll take Atlanta plus the 2.5. And remember I told you the one game that doesn't really make sense? I love this game. I'm going to go early Monday night. Give me Detroit minus the 5.5. Tampa's excellent. Excellent. But it's another team that's all banged up. Ibuka's out of this game. Evans is supposed to play, but Godwin is not healthy. Detroit at home, laying the 5.5. Detroit's going to put up 34-plus points. And Tampa, I think, as good as they are, and as good as their record is, they've played with fire a little bit this year. And they've won some games that they could have lost. This is a touchdown-plus loss. I'll take the Lions minus the 5.5. So to quickly recap, I'm going to take the Chargers minus the 1.5, the Falcons plus the 2.5 on the road, sorry, RJ, against the Niners, and the Lions minus 5.5 at home against the Bucs.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. Well, listen, for the sake of, I don't want to have too much redundancy. I'll actually go next because, Dave, you and I share 2 games. You probably can guess the 2. I agree with you on the Chargers. I think this is the moment. I think as soon as Jim Harbaugh, I think I heard a stat that I don't think in the NFL he's ever gone 4 straight weeks without covering. I'll take the Chargers minus the 1.5. We're together on the Lions for reasons other than, well, just it doesn't make sense. The number has held. It really fits all the criteria of something I would pick. And so I'm taking the Lions. And finally, we're going in chronological order. Monday night, doubleheader. I like the Texans. They're getting 3.5. They're off a bye. Maybe I just don't like Seattle. Maybe I have clouded judgment. Either way, I like the Texans. I like the 3.5. I'll take it.
I like it.
All right. Richard?
Oh,
Well, you knew you were going either next or last.
I know. All right.
It's not like he called you to do something that you didn't expect was going to happen at some point.
Listen, I like batting leadoff last week. Was I 1-2 last week?
I'll tell you what. Tell you what I'll do for you. When I win this week, you're going first next week.
Well, don't say that because we don't know you're going to win or not. All right, I'm with RJ. I usually don't go lots of dogs, but I'm going dogs this week. I'm going to go with Houston plus the 3.5. Coming off the bye, like he mentioned, they finally scored some points. I know it was Baltimore. Defense isn't very good, but I got to imagine at some point they're going to start to get that fixed. Their defense is still really good. If it was 3, maybe I don't dabble, but I like the 0.5 point, so I'll take Houston plus the 3.5. Plus, Seattle hasn't been nearly as good at home. With my next pick, I am going to take the New England Patriots. I'm going to go Mike Vrabel. Right now they're playing really good football. Drake May, I gave you the numbers with Christian Gonzalez back. Maybe you get a bump with Tennessee firing their head coach, but I also think you get a bump in the Patriots locker room with Vrabel going back to Tennessee. Want some retribution for them getting rid of him. So I'll take New England, and I will lay. It's 6.5 still, right?
6.5.
You guys said the number opened at 7.5. I don't see that. I see it open at 6.5, and it's still 6.5.
Yeah, I've seen it. I just saw it at 6.5. I like them to win more than a touchdown. And with my final pick, got some interesting things going on here. You guys both like the Chargers. Understand it. You guys love Jim Harbaugh. I, however, am going with Daniel Jones. I think right now the better team is the Indianapolis Colts. This is a perfect opportunity for them kind of like, hey, I know team we may not have that signature win, but this is going to be our signature win. Listen, the Chargers could have lost to Miami.
They could have.
Very easily could have lost to Miami, and Miami's a dumpster fire right now. So give me the Colts, and I will take the 1.5.
That pick is very un-Rick-like, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
I love that for you.
Hopefully he doesn't win it, RJ.
Dripping with sarcasm.
Raymond?
Rick, I love a good revenge game. And that's what New England at Tennessee is. All the reasons you listed. Mike Vrabel going home. You think he hasn't had that one circled on the calendar? Right there with you, buddy. New England 6.5. Give me the Patriots minus 6.5.
Get on board, Raymond. Let's go.
I think this game could get very, very ugly out in Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Second game. Well, this is. I've been trying to talk myself out of this one for the last few days.
Taking the commies?
No. As a matter of fact, because here's the way I look at it. Yes, Dallas's defense is god-awful. They are pathetic. They are by far the worst in the league right now, and I don't know how it gets better. I heard they're trying to switch to using more man coverage, which is actually what the secondary is good at, but defense is still bad any way you slice it. That being said, CeeDee Lamb's coming back. Tyler Booker's coming back. Devontae Turpin's coming back. The offense is humming. Dak Prescott's playing excellent football right now. I think that continues for him. This game's probably going to come down to who has the ball last. I do think Dallas is in a position at home to take advantage. This is basically a pick 'em. The over-under, by the way, is by far the largest in the league this week, 54.5. Yeah, go ahead and give me Dallas to cover that.
Look at this guy. I asked you if you had a feel for Dallas. You said no.
He didn't want you to jump on the bandwagon.
Well, giving you insight into picks has already bitten me.
He doesn't trust you
it's
anymore.
It's already bitten me. So I
you
can't
burned
do
that bridge.
And here's where it gets interesting with you and me, Rick, because I also have a feel for Monday Night Football. And yeah, Houston's coming off a bye.
Oh, you're taking Seattle.
I can't explain it. I just kind of like what Seattle's doing.
This is a shaky week.
Yeah. In the one I'm still alive in, I'm taking the Chiefs. I feel good about that. But
that's a good one to have.
The Patriots should win that game.
Yeah. I think
the Patriots should smash them. I've made that clear.
We lost some people last night, too, with the Steelers. So
that's right.
Glad I stayed away from that one.
We got RJ and Dave. I mean, RJ and Dave right now with two of the same picks.
I don't love that.
Let's go Colts. Let's go Bucks. Let's go.
Let's not go Colts.
Well, look, one of two things is going to happen here. Either Dave's terrible luck is going to rub off on RJ, or RJ's going to lift Dave. He's going to buoy him.
Let's hope for the first one. Let's hope for the first one.
Those are our picks. Presented by Ballybet and by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. Let's take a break, come back, and Raymond wants a long runway, a lot of time. I'll give him all the time for Plays of the Week next, ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Oh, yeah, it is. We've made it to the weekend. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's Tully time. Game 5, ALCS. This is a massive baseball game tonight in Seattle, 6:08. While the NLCS, not as important, moves to Game 4, stays in L.A., and that's at 8:38. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. He said he needs as much time as humanly possible. Raymond?
Yes.
Are you ready?
And Place of the Week are powered by ZipRecruiter. So, as happy as the Giants have made Dave lately.
Because every time I hear that butt play stuff, I'm always going to think.
Yeah, well, the Jets have broken Rick.
I hate this team. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate
know
them.
you do.
I want off the ride. I want off.
Unfortunately, that's the downside of things. But again, the bright side is Dave giving us plenty of, play. Gonna label this page Dave's butt stuff. Even Debbie wanted to get involved.
Good morning, sweet cheeks.
Nice job Tuesday, Rick, with the sleeveless shirt.
Are you sleeveless today, by the way?
I am sleeveless, and I'm also representing my guy, Karate Mace, today.
Karate Mace, he sent you a shirt from the dojo?
Maywood Karate.
Yeah, you can pronounce karate just fine.
Mafunga shouldn't have had a chance. What would I call him? I mean, it's Hafunga, right?
You call him Mafunga.
Mafunga, it's Hafunga.
We eating Mafungo this morning?
I love, dude, I tell you what, I love Mafungo. Delicious.
I can tell. How can you not love Mafungo, though? How can you not love numbers?
If you rush the ball more, you're going to win for the most part.
Yes, stellar insight.
Trying to figure out why you brought up that stat, which is my own fault.
Team with the most rushing yards.
Yep.
So, gotta forget the numbers. So it's a little less than 100.
I love this.
It's a great stat.
Teams with the most rushing yards. Teams with the most rushing yards. I got this. I got one more, and then we'll move on to stuff you missed.
I wish I missed this segment.
All right, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. Because you can't comprehend good radio. That's the problem.
This is great radio.
No, it's great radio. Also great radio is when the conversation turns a little morbid because Rick was talking about, when he leaves this earth, he's going to be donating his brain for research, and that led to another conversation.
Are you donating your brain? Is that happening?
I'm going to, yeah.
Can I get something from you?
What do you want?
I don't know. RJ, you want something? You want to have like a draft, guys? Think of what I would be. I'd be like a superhero with those arms.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to attach them to your body, though.
Modern science, it moves quickly.
Yeah, it does move quickly. Why limit it to the arms, though?
I mean, arms is really, that's what I'd like. I don't know. I haven't seen his manhood. I don't know that I'd want that. Plus,
that's high.
Lot of mileage.
If RJ took legs, could he use them as heighteners?
Yeah, of course.
That's a good point. Oh, I take Rick's legs. Now I'm cooking.
You get Rick's legs.
RJ would pay a high price.
I'd trade everything. I think.
Yeah.
If I keep the face and the hair.
You keep the face and the hair. Now all of a sudden you're 6 feet tall. With Rick's package, forget it.
John felt left out.
He believes his bottom goes before all your muscles.
This is a very mean commentary on Wednesday.
I got an email from Barnum and Bailey.
The circus?
Yeah. Hello, DNR. My name is Alexei, and I'm a regional recruiter for Barnum and Bailey Circus. RJ is the perfect height for multiple acts, including the trapeze and riding the unicycle. Let us know if he would have any interest in joining.
Can we shoot him out of a cannon?
Why not? I don't see why not.
Rick's inspired by the unicycle.
I'd like to learn to ride a unicycle.
So you go on a unicycle on a high wire? You go unicycle on a high wire?
I'd be throwing balls on my head. Balls.
The panda took a spill, though.
Okay. Yeah, poor Red Panda. Rick's got a big 37-hour pickleball match, which I think is kind of insane.
You're not going to last 37.
Please. I'm known for endurance.
No, you're not.
Yes,
I am.
No,
you're not.
Endurance is the name of the game.
You know what it is?
You're lazy.
No. It's too hard of a chore.
So you're lazy. Shout out to Coach Shannon. Had some commentary this week.
Your boy Shannon is a piece of work, Ray. Sent an email.
What'd he do?
Because linemen are busy blocking you, dope. They don't know if it's a pass or not. See ball, get ball, you casual.
You guys going to test the football knowledge? Is that happening?
In a society where we're so desperate for people to get along right now, Shannon promotes hate.
Yeah.
And I'm not here for it.
Who are you winking to?
It was Mike Navarro.
Why you wink?
What do you mean?
That's the thing that happened.
Super casual.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Nice story yesterday about Dave and his neighbor throwing away used magazines. And Dave was in his prime, you could say.
So I'm 13, 14, 15, in that range.
Yep.
Right? Like your prime of your...
Yes.
Of your...
Yep. Don't have to say it. We all know what you're saying. Yep.
So...
You work. Yeah, I forgot you are the Picasso.
Right.
You did say that.
RJ made an effort to give Tim Hasselbeck a song. Tim didn't really appreciate it.
I got to be honest, I hadn't heard it. I think it's not so good, but I apologize for that.
That sounded remotely similar to, like, Timmer.
Tim, how do you feel about that song?
I got to be honest, I'm a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost feel like...
I'm a little embarrassed.
RJ, I definitely don't know what the original song is either.
Yeah, I'm not going to live down what happened yesterday. Lin Wan Mel.
Oh,
I can't
get that. Get it.
It's going to haunt me for the rest of the weekend.
Lin Wan Mel.
Not as much as this filthy commentary.
Oh, you mean like go-go?
Go.
No, I would never do that.
Right.
Unless I was like crowning, I'm not.
Crowning in the bathroom. Fantastic. Now, usually when I get to Friday, there's not a lot to choose from. It's not really the case today.
Calm yourself down, okay? I'm like Hercules. What do you want me to do?
Rick mocking Dave and the picks last night.
Hey, look at the Cincinnati. Come on, Cincinnati. How about Cleveland?
Yeah, Dave was in a mood.
You're clearly still prickly from the criticism you took, of which got the best production out of it.
RJ, I would just right now get rid of the LY is what he is right now.
That's terrible. It's terrible what you've done. Not as terrible.
Rich, all this positivity surrounding the Giants and the Giants facility and the players and the energization. I don't know if that's a word.
And we're going to end the week where we began.
By the way, I think my bottom is underrated. I don't know why John gets all the bottom attention.
Yeah, really.
I want to take the claps back. Give me some penicillin. I want to get rid of the claps.
No, now you're going to live with the claps forever.
And I'm not going to play the RJ thing again because it's already irritated the wrong people. But
can we talk about anything else?
I would like to talk about anything else next week. Can we try to do that? Those were the plays of the week, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Well done, Raymond. It's Rule 76.
No excuse, playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg. And
let's go, Giants.
Right here on ESPN New York, and you can see us on YouTube.
Baseball tonight. NLCS shifts to L.A.